Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is the George here. I'm joined by Aaron World Order and Blinded Braille. How you guys doing tonight?
No, pretty good.
Good. I'm good. Oh my god, Vortex is here.
Hey, Vortex. Well, I did share the link in Isaac's Discord,
No, but he's probably
and
sub to you too, so don't
oh yeah,
worry.
he's also sub to me. So, hey, Vortex.
Yeah, Vortex was just in my chat too.
He just
Vortex is
like comes
cool.
out of nowhere as long as like
Oh
Sideways
man,
52. Hey man.
yeah,
Hey
what's up?
Donovan. Oh yeah, he gets notifications. Okay, so obviously the
Oh,
title
okay.
of the stream is talking about the big news from last week, James Gunn directing Superman, and also a couple of other topics. I'm only going 2 hours tonight, so we'll talk. We'll see what we can get to. I know there's mention of like Marvel Reddits in the chat. I don't know if we'll get to that tonight, but if we have time, maybe we will. But obviously, the main topic tonight is on James Gunn directing Superman. So I'm gonna put up the tweet because this blew up the internet in some way. James Gunn
Right.
confirming that he is directing Superman Legacy on July for the July 11th, 2025 release date, and it's also coming out on his dad's birthday.
Right.
And so this obviously means a lot to him. And yes, he was offered to direct Superman many years ago, and he did turn it down. But now he's going to be directing it. This is going to be the first film in his new DCU. And what were your initial thoughts on this, guys, when it was announced?
I knew it. I knew it. I mean,
Everybody
Tom
knew it.
King confirmed it a week before, but everybody had
Right.
a suspicion that once this was announced that James Gunn was going to direct it, it's like it was pretty obvious. I don't think anybody is surprised. In our community, there's probably a certain subject in our community that are pissed off about it. You
Right.
know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not shocked. I didn't go like this. Oh my god, James Gunn's directing Superman. I didn't do that because I knew it. We all knew.
Blinded, what was your reaction when you heard this was officially confirmed?
Well, I'm not surprised, but I think the thing that probably gets me more excited is the fact that he was dedicating it to his dad. Like that means a lot, right? Like to dedicate a movie to someone, especially someone personal.
So maybe James Gunn will have Paul can't tell him use your powers to save people. Oh,
Oh, finally, right?
Oh,
but but I mean, like, I feel like if you're gonna make a movie that's essentially a dedication to your dad, right? Because his dad passed away. I mean, this movie is gonna be very personal, right? That's what I took away from it. Like that,
yeah.
this movie means a lot to him, right? I mean, he wrote the movie. He had conflicts about directing it. So I think deep down inside he wanted to direct this movie ever, even when he got the chance, right? It's just now is the chance for him to direct it. So it makes me more excited, to be honest.
yeah, and I was excited about this because James Gunn's one of the few that I feel like has a really good record when it comes to superhero projects. He's
Right.
5 for 5 when it comes to Marvel and DC. Both Guardians movies were very good. The Suicide Squad I thought was very good. The Holiday Special was very good. Peacemaker was very good.
Hmm.
Probably my least favorite of those five, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, is still a very good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I get like he didn't want to bring Henry Cavill back, not because he hated Henry Cavill, but because his Superman didn't fit what he wanted to do.
Hmm.
So he obviously has like a vision for how Superman should be or his Superman. And I for me, when people say they don't trust James Gunn, it's like, how can you not trust the man when he's got a very good record? Just because
Right.
he's not doing the Superman that you want.
Oh, the press Superman. Well, it looks he doesn't want to be there.
CJ should
Georgia.
come Optimus Prime.
It's an ongoing meme now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and hey, class. See, good to see you.
Miss.
Run with Gunn.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to use that hashtag because I'm not a big fan of
I'm not.
hashtags.
Nobody uses
I'm
it
not.
anymore. It only lasted like a couple days. That created a.
Well, I don't want to go
swear
into the echo chamber of listen.
Yeah.
Him making this movie, I'm sure it's going to be a good movie. The rest of the DC stuff, like we still need to see about that, right? Like you can make a great movie, but you don't know how to run an entire cinematic universe, right? As we've seen
Yeah.
in other universes, right? So I think that people should consider that.
Also, Marvel's loss has basically become DC's gain. And hey,
Right?
first time in my
Finbar.
chat, Finbar.
Yeah, what's up, Finbar?
Hey man, how's it going? Because like what I know you've said this before on Aaron Stream Blinded. Like, wasn't James
Right.
Gunn part of that like writers room for Marvel? And like,
Degrassi said that.
Degrassi was
Degrassi
saying
said
that, yes.
But and like, even though when he got rehired for Guardians, he never got hired to do the writing room.
Yeah, he
Right.
would never. Yeah, and Degrassi said that's like a big loss and a big
Right.
gain for DC. I think Degrassi basically told me that because he's one of the few people in that Marvel room that knows comics, and obviously James Gunn admits that on Twitter all the time. He knows comics, and you can tell from sometimes in Marvel, everybody knows comics, but not everybody is really knows the Marvel lore and all that stuff. You could tell. You could tell
Right.
who doesn't, right? You could tell Taika doesn't really. You know,
And they don't necessarily need to, but they
Yeah,
should respect it and learn about it.
respect and learn about. Yeah, like you don't have to make exactly like the comics, but like and make sure the characters are a little bit similar to the comics counterpart, like how they are personality wise, how they are, like that.
Right, right.
Like they can make Gore, like Taika make Gore like his counterpart, man.
Right, which is a lot more interesting and fascinating and relatable,
Yeah.
but can't have a relatable villain, I guess.
When I see Marvel villains, some Marvel villains that should go to the greater lengths of doing horrible shit like Hela
Mhm.
or Gore and some other villains, they pull it back a bit with Marvel villains. You know what? That's why I'm happy when DC doesn't do that. DC is willing to go farther with that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and CGH, if only I was a full-time YouTuber and I had monetization, I would be rich.
How do you
Hey,
trust
Arkham.
Degrassi, man?
Oh, what's up, Arkham?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, Degrassi. Listen, Degrassi. I mean, he was just in my chat.
He's not.
I respect Degrassi a lot. And we talk in Aaron's chat, and one day I hope he comes on because he's a knowledgeable guy. And he loves entertainment.
He's planning to get involved with stuff. It's just
I want him to because he's a very
he has on his YouTube channel. He put up a short.
I have to go. Now I'm gonna go back and look at something. I didn't even know.
Yeah, his very first thing on YouTube. He was planning something beginning this year, but things got in the way. Personal stuff. That Degrassi is that if Degrassi ever wants to talk to you, he'll tell you about his personal stuff. I'm not gonna speak for him on that. I know what he's going through. Right.
No, but yeah, we all here on the panel, we respect Degrassi a lot. So
Degrassi was the one who I know Sean Warwick was the one who said, "Oh yeah, Gunn's gonna win DC," and that is true. Degrassi is the one who said Saffron and Gunn.
Right.
Yeah,
I knew before, but I didn't tell anybody because I'm not a scooper, and Degrassi is not really a scooper.
No, he tells us stuff that's in private, and then we talk about it publicly.
Yeah,
so.
He's not somebody who goes on Twitter that does that stuff. He's not like that. Because he did. I'll tell you one thing about Degrassi. He doesn't really like scoopers either.
Right. I mean, he says it all the time.
Yeah. He hates.
I'm not big on scoopers either. Like I used to like scoopers, but then I realized they're like immature children.
Right. I mean, I don't even really like scoopers. We just like talking about scoops and figuring out if it's true or not, right? That's the fun part of it.
And like when I talk about scoopers, I'm not just talking about like Mikey and Sil. I'm talking about Grace Randolph.
Right.
Even Casey Walsh sometimes like drives me crazy.
There's too much political stuff.
Like they're like all these like scoopers, like they got these big egos. Like the only one I really pay attention to because they don't go off the rails with their takes is Daniel RPK.
Exposed. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with these scoopers, some of them
I agree,
they
Donovan.
charge people and all that stuff. It's like, I mean, like I said, it's like it's almost like a necessary evil because we still talk about their scoops, right? But I think we should going forward, just not mention them by name, because they just thrive off of that shit. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Finbar. I didn't know you were. Yeah, I bought a Superman in
Mm.
Authority graphic novel the other day. I gotta check it out. I need because I haven't started reading it yet. I keep looking for all the other comics at my comic book store, but yet for some reason the only thing they have is Swamp Thing. Like I had to get
Mm.
the Superman
You should
Authority
pick up Swap Thing though,
at
or
Barnes. Yeah, I gotta pick that up.
even the recent run is pretty good. Swamp Thing is a great character.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to pick that up. Why don't you want to mention Isaac? What did
Oh,
Isaac do
man.
to me? He did nothing to me. All he said was New York's not real. And hey, Senior Nerd.
Hey, I didn't know you guys were doing a live stream tonight.
You're in my DM group. I have the links.
I know on Twitter all the time. I was
Okay,
playing.
okay.
I was playing Control. Yeah, do you play this game Control?
Yeah, I've played Control.
It's really hectic. It's so mind tripping but fun to play.
Yeah,
So
they should make that into a show. Honestly,
I was thinking that, yeah, like if like Last of Us can show everything, it could, although I don't know, it's too like because Last of Us is very like it's straightforward. It's a zombie is an apocalypse do with zombies, even though it's clickers. This was
Right.
like it's very mind tripping and bending, and it's just
It's very Christopher Nolan if you think about it.
Nolan like cut a little bit Kubrick
Right.
into it. Yeah, but anyway, what's the topic?
Right now we're talking about James Gunn directing Superman. What were your thoughts when this was announced?
I of course, if he was going to direct Superman, he was like he pretty much was dropping hits, like him with a mug and like he's showing photos of the Superman comics, and he mentioned it was like in the presentation for the DC Universe slate, he mentioned about how his closest with his father and how he was in therapy when he was 12. The therapy's asked his father to get into his interests. So James Gunn's interest was with comic books. So his dad would take him to convention and into comic book stores. And then James Gunn said one day he saw his father all by himself reading Superman comics.
Right.
And that's pretty much what got him really close to his father. His father recently passed away, and it goes right there. It says that that's the release date is his dad's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I just know it's like everything he know. I think he's gonna do a good job directing Superman. I think he gets the character. I know people worry he's gonna do the joke, but I don't think he's gonna do those kind of racy, nasty, like those jokes in like from him. I think there's gonna be funny moments. There's gonna be comedy because Superman's very
It's
lighthearted.
Superman, yeah.
It's Superman. It's supposed to be fun.
Superman has a sense of humor. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the original movies, there was the bit of camp and fun.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
Clark Kent was acted like a bumbling fool.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, and then so I think he's gonna bring. I think the jokes will land. I also believe. I think he's and the way he describes Superman, I say, yeah, this is the guy who gets the character.
He gets comic books in general, in my opinion.
He does.
He does.
I mean, he
So
took
I'm very
unknowns with Guardians of the Galaxy and made them household names.
Right. It's great. So like he's going with these lesser known. He started with like lesser known characters from the comics, and now he's doing like maybe the most recognizable character of all time.
Oh wow, that's pretty interesting, Finbar. But I mean, like, I'm just curious, like, what he's gonna do with Superman, because it feels like Lex Luthor and Zod have been done so many times. Like, you got to show like something new with like the villains. Do something new with like the Daily Planet. Like, don't kill off Jimmy Olsen.
No,
Like,
no.
don't have like Lois Lane right away know who Superman is. Don't
No.
force the romance.
Get it, and make sure the Lois and Clark's Superman chemistry is better than the Snyderverse, because I didn't
Right.
feel that chemistry between Amy Adams and Henry Cavill. I'm sorry,
It was forced.
it wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, we'll come to find out Amy Adams didn't even really like her performance in those movies.
Really? I thought she
Did
did.
American Hustle come up the same year, or was that the year before?
No,
American Hustle came out in
gave me a year.
2013.
Oh,
Really?
2013. I thought it was 2012.
And that was
Okay.
that was like an Oscar-worthy film, right? And like Amy Adams is a
Yeah.
much better actress than
No,
Superman.
she's a good. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
been in a
Not
lot of
because
stuff.
the director is different. It was David Russell was directing her, and
Right.
Zack Snyder. He's a good director, but he's
Well,
not like
sometimes
David Russell.
it's not
Good
even
director,
about
terrible
the
human being.
director. It's just the actors don't like. They don't really have chemistry, right? It just is what it is. Like some
Right.
actors and actresses do have chemistry, and that's why you have to cast right? Where it's like they have to play off each other when
They
they're
do
casting.
that when they do casting.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a big important part of a casting director's role, which
Yeah.
James Gunn even says that he leaves all the casting to the casting director. So he
Yeah.
obviously trusts that. I think it's a woman. I have to see who his casting director is, because she worked on
and
a
like
lot of
no,
movies with
yeah,
him.
like start simpler with like different villains that we haven't seen,
Yeah.
like Parasite and
Right.
Metallo. Well, like but wasn't one of those villains going to be used in like BVS before Snyder decided to use like
Metallo.
Darkseid, or not Darkseid, Doomsday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Metallo, yeah. I say Mongol, yeah, Mongol, because Mongal is his daughter, and obviously we've seen her in the Suicide Squad, so it might be interesting to have him.
Yeah.
What? Oh my goodness!
Kind of mind
Neil
you.
Breen in a Spider-Man mask.
Oh my! He came
I
here
know.
and intentionally he saw all of us and he's like, "It
What
has to
the
be Neil
hell?
Breen."
Oh, that film was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Senior Nerd. So for anyone that's wondering, we on Tony's channel on Friday, we watched a fan film from Neil Breen that was very interesting. Me, Blinded, Aaron, and Blue Jay,
Jay
who
or Neil Breen.
Neil Breen.
He's just like,
Yes, it was a lot of
man.
fun.
Oh, you took
Neil
away the
Breen's
headline,
very
Blinded?
interesting.
Yeah. Oh no,
man,
George
well-
took away the headlines.
yeah, because it was
he-
blocking Blue Jay.
Oh yeah, make $1 billion. Captain Underpants versus Superman.
It's not-
I do want to get back to Finbar's question. Who we got in mind for Superman? Any ideas?
It has to be like a 25-year-old, like somebody between 20 and 30, right? That's what they want.
It's gotta be
I
young.
don't know.
I mean, I have to look at the actor's name, but Sean was recommending him because he was already in a James Gunn produced a movie, and he kind of looks like
Brightburn?
Superman.
Brightburn, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I did not like that movie, but yeah, it is what it is.
I don't know. How old he gotta be? Still a teenager.
No, the actor Sean was recommending, he's like in his like mid-20s. It's not the main actor. It was like a supporting actor. Yeah.
Right.
Which is going to be, it's going to be somebody we might have seen, but we don't. But it's not like well known.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more of an unknown, because remember, James Gunn needs to attach these people to other projects, right? So they're gonna have a contract, right? So
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He could get maybe. What was that?
I think that was Aaron eating.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm eating.
UFOs are trending. CJ, just ain't an alien stream, unfortunately.
Does it have to do with that mothership news
my
or whatever that was?
God.
That was a bit
yeah, it's
clickbait.
like-
That was a bit clickbait.
Neil Breen, what do you think of James Gunn directing Superman?
I feel like something's inside of me.
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
That's you need to watch a Neil Breen movie. You'll get the
You gotta
reference.
watch it. You'll be oh my.
No, thank you.
Well, no, but all seriousness, I'm excited for Gunn's directing. I mean, there's nothing much I can say. I mean, you guys pointed out, but
Right.
everybody thinks James Gunn's the funny man, but he's he did Guardians and Suicide Squad, which they have a lot of humor in them. I mean, there's still like a lot of these characters are really well written. Like I don't see Superman doing. Do you want to taste it in the movie? In this, come on now. Which I would like to see personally, but that's never going to happen.
Right. Well, the thing is, like, it's a misconception that James Gunn treats these characters like
jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you actually watch Peacemaker, I think Peacemaker is the best example because remember, at the ending of the Suicide Squad, everybody hated Peacemaker.
Yeah.
But somehow, at the ending of the season of Peacemaker, everybody loved the character. That to me, and we were just on a stream talking about The Last of Us and how we kind of want that for Abby, because I know people hate Abby, but that to me shows that that's good writing. That's most writers can't do something like that, right? That's hard to do. Can you even name a character that went from like a 360 of like you absolutely hate their guts. There's no redeeming them.
Ahsoka.
And then
Ahsoka Tano.
to the degree of Peacemaker, he killed someone and viciously.
Maybe
Well,
if you're a Walking Dead fan, Negan.
Yeah, there's very few examples
Yeah.
in franchises where you could see a character who just does something where you're like, I
Loki.
can't. Not even Loki. Loki
Well,
was
maybe-
like
okay,
a
man.
trickster, and he was under mind control now, right? That was the theory that got confirmed, right? So, really, there's not a lot. There's really not a lot.
So, I mean, yeah.
180.
I think-
You know, I keep saying 360 Finbar. I said 360.
Yeah, I would say I agree because Peacemaker that was a great example, Blind Bill, because that was a great
Right.
show, and then, there's certain people that took things out of context in that show. They haven't seen the show, or said they haven't seen it, but they saw that clip from the last
Right.
episode of the finale.
Oh my god, the forced hate for Peacemaker
Yeah.
was so dumb.
Yes,
It was dumb. I love
Wow.
that show. That's still my favorite comic
Yeah.
book show. I don't care what people say.
That was my favorite show of last year. That was
Yeah,
my
it was a
favorite
good
show
show.
One of
last
the
year.
best like comic book shows we've gotten.
Yeah,
And
that and Daredevil. Yeah.
That intro I always replay. I it's one of those intros I just don't want to skip.
People get so triggered by that opening. It's insane. Oh my god.
Well, that's
Yo,
that's their insecurities, I guess.
You know why. You know why.
yeah, but it's just
The
insecure.
usual suspects got got triggered by that.
the Snyder people got triggered by that too, man. It's just a freaking opening. Who cares?
I'm trying to look for who the actor that Sean recommended. I know they were from Brightburn. I just want to
Kristen something filleted in or something like that.
I could
know-
see him as Superman.
Oh
He
yeah, I
has the
see
look
it. I
for
see it. So like Christian Finlay's.
Finland,
Right,
yeah, something
right.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll find
No.
his IMDb to show people who don't know who he is. But yeah, no, I know, and I also know that Sean says like Neil Breen, what?
Neil
Oh my
Breen
god, look at the
just
avatar.
transformed. Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Hunters.
Did you hear about that crazy rumor Mikey apparently dropped on that guy's stream
Oh,
about
Oh,
Storm?
God. Oh, man.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
okay. Oh my goodness.
I love this.
Oh god. We're gonna get into Snyder Con probably after this, but like I want to focus on Superman. I want to talk
No.
about like something fun.
This, me and Blind Bill are playing Gun Con.
Gun.
Gun Con.
How about DC Con where we tell
Yeah.
people to actually read the comic? Just saying.
Yeah, like actually
We can have James Gunn do a TED talk about why you should.
You know
read
what's
the
weird,
comic.
Blind Bro? You know Toronto Comic Con's this weekend. We should have gone. You knew it was there. Sean
What's
Gunn.
So yeah, this
brother.
guy apparently was who Sean
we,
had in
sh-
mind.
we actually should have done that, Aaron. We're gonna have to do that next year. Remind me. I'm gonna have to pin that. Yeah.
Some of the boys cast is there. Carl
Right,
Urban,
yeah.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, because they're filming and
Yeah.
He doesn't really have much a
Toronto-
lot of work. I know he's got
yeah.
Brightburn, Goosebumps too.
Toronto. I'll just say this, Blind Bro. Toronto Comic Con usually doesn't get this good quality of celebrities. It's usually Fan
Right.
Expo.
Well, one year I think Jason Momoa went.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was like the biggest celebrity, and that was it.
Yeah, we get like 4 or
What's his
5. This
height?
year we have like 15, and they're big. They're actually like big celebrities. Toronto
Yeah.
Comic Con is usually like B or C list celebrities because Fan Expo gets the A list
Right,
celebrities.
right.
See, I don't know what his height is. It doesn't really say.
His height
I-
really doesn't matter though, because they use Apple Box or heights and like stilts. Because the problem is if you cast an actor that's way too tall, then everybody else you're gonna have to adjust for their heights and the shot. So that's usually why they would cast. Like James Gunn even said it himself. There's a infamous tweet with James Gunn and the guy who was Black Bolt, and they were arguing because
Yeah,
James
It
Gunn
matters to
said
Finn Barnes.
Anson Mount.
No, this is just look up the tweet. James Gunn
I
was
saw
arguing
that.
with him because he lied about his height, and he explained the reason why. And the reason why is, again, for shots, if someone is way too tall and someone is really short, you can't put them in the same frame.
I can give a rat's ass about the
Well,
height.
the guy
saying,
Christian Phillipson, he's 19.
If he's 19,
Yeah, that's too young for Superman. That's Superboy.
yeah. I mean, depending on his look, right? Like if he looks more mature for his age, then I wouldn't mind.
I know
But
he
yeah.
looks like a kid to me. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, he's supposed to be 25, right?
They want
No.
a Superman that's been around for at least 1 or 2 years. They don't want like a rookie
Right.
Superman.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, the look would conflict. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But CJ, you want to play Superman? We need to cast you as Wolverine, dude. Like-
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, right. But Sean also said, because I was looking at Sean's like community post when I was looking for the name, like he said, like apparently they might show the new Superman actor at the end of Flash. Do you guys think there's a chance that could happen, or?
Yeah, I mean let's see. I mean, he said he's gonna be done the script in April, right? I mean, that's a little tight. Unless they go right away, it's possible.
I think they'll
I think-
announce a new Superman. I don't think they'll have a Superman in the Flash. I think they'll announce a Superman this year, but I don't think they'll have him in the Flash.
Right. I mean, that would be ideal to have him in the
Yeah.
Flash.
It would, but
And
I
if
just
the
don't think
Flash
it's
is
realistically right now.
Right.
So maybe like the ending is
I
Barry Allen. He's in the new DCU, and the new Superman is greeting him.
think
Right.
I think a bigger deal would actually be announcing it and have the press talk about it on social media, Comic-Con, or wherever, instead of just showing him in the Flash. I think that's a better idea. Superman's the type of character where
Well,
you shouldn't show him an after credits scene if it's a new
Right.
if it's Superman.
a new yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they already did that, which is because I was gonna say like they could have it like show the new Superman in his outfit, but it's like the Shazam cameo, but like maybe it.
Yeah, that's
We shouldn't
different
do that.
because it's the same. That's different because even though it's not Henry Cavill, but Superman, we know still that's supposed to be Henry Cavill Superman, but this is a new Superman.
There's a new
It's a new
Superman.
actor. It's a different thing.
I mean, if you can cast him and it's that quick, I don't know.
They could
It could
technically,
work,
right?
but-
You could shoot a scene and they get a day or two.
Right.
Technically, you could.
It depends on the script. Depends if the script is unless
Yeah, it
James Gunn
depends on the
has an
script.
actor in mind. Unless
Yeah.
he has an actor in mind, he's not gonna do the whole thorough, interviewing 100 guys. Who's right for Superman? He has someone in mind.
Well, I don't think he has someone in mind because he already said that his casting director has to go through and pick, right?
Just
So that's
casting
why he
directors?
needs a
I
script.
don't think there's gonna be another fandom, but I think
No.
Comic-Con there's a likely
I think
chance.
its
Yeah,
casting
yeah.
director has probably sent out flyers or whatever it's called out to agencies for actors that we want to consider you possibly as the next Superman, like stuff like that as right now. You know?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're going to cast a wide net because, like I said,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be someone who's known. It's going to be
They don't.
unknown.
They probably have a bunch of candidates in mind, maybe, and the one of
Right.
who the best one is.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure they want a known name and maybe a bit of maybe someone who's on the rise. Like
Fandom is just a pandemic thing.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
going to be done, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be happening in the next 3 years. But I think James Gunn understands the importance of like not going to Comic-Con. It's similar to what Nintendo and PlayStation and Microsoft
They're
are
doing
with
this year.
E3. Yeah, where everything is online because it like you have to understand it costs them when they go to Comic-Con, right? They need to book the hall, right? And that costs X amount of dollars. And then they also have to do the marketing and everything. It costs a lot of money, right?
It's the same hall. It's the same hall as Marvel does. It's the same.
Look at my suggestion.
I
What's
don't
the,
even know
what
what
was
his
his?
suggestion
Yeah,
is.
what
What's the
was his
suggestion?
I don't even know what his suggestion is. He says he's the guy.
He's like-
He's the
"Look
guy
at you
who?"
fools." That's what I don't know.
I don't think he
Harry
put his
Styles.
suggestion.
Harry
Harry
Styles.
Styles? No,
Oh man,
we don't know.
he's the guy. He's the guy.
Oh, no,
there's Dave-
no.
Right.
I know.
Harry Styles.
I know
played
who's the guy. I know who's the guy. Neil Breen.
Oh, David Corey.
This is the guy
Neil
everybody
Breen.
says.
Oh my
Neil Breen.
goodness.
You can play a bad side.
Who's
He can
he?
be Ultra Humanite.
George
he?
might have to pull him up. He might recognize him because
But
everybody
you know,
was fan
Harry
casting.
Styles, he could play Mr. Mystic, whatever his name is.
Mr. Mystic.
Yeah,
Mr. Mystic.
Leprechaun.
Oh boy.
David Corns.
Corns, red.
Oh, he's
Corns,
the,
I think it's all-
he's everybody's fan favorite. He's in the that Netflix
This
show.
guy.
this
Hollywood.
Guy,
David
Yeah.
Cornbread. Oh.
Corn.
yeah. I'd say cornbread.
Corn
Oh,
away.
man.
So,
A corn
Corn-
sweat.
so he's known for Pearl, We Own This City, and The Politician. What else?
Oh yeah. If you see that scene,
Paddington.
bro,
House of Cards. He was
Oh,
in
The
one
Politician.
episode of that.
House of Cards.
yeah.
Okay. David Corny
Oh.
How old is he? I mean, this is. I mean,
93?
29.
He was born in 1993, so he's
He said
30.
28. 29.
He'll be 30 in
He's gonna be
July.
30.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, no. They probably look
I
so-
mean, he
a
could.
bit-
I mean, if he's 30, he's playing a 25-year-old.
He could. I mean,
I don't think that's
because
that bad.
I think if he's the best actor and he's 30, I mean, if they want him for a franchise, I mean, he's still young enough, right? Cavill was around that age when he got Superman, right?
Well, he's
think
only
that-
10 years younger than Cavill.
Yeah.
I don't know, they probably want something more young, it's like the right age, because they want to do like kind of they want to do like multiple Superman because he's
Right.
that they want to make a big deal of him.
Well, they want like someone for like the next 10 years at least, because ain't that like that's not what chapter 1, but like the plan is. Yeah, Neil Breen is on the panel, Tony.
Yeah, look what you've done, Tony. Now he's everywhere.
I'm about to be hacking the government systems. National terrorists.
Killing all the,
I mean-
the government agents.
Oh.
Chris Hemsworth was around this age when he did Thor.
Yeah,
he
was.
True.
But Thor
Same with
is
Tom
supposed to
Hiddleston.
look a little bit more older because he doesn't age, right? So
Superman doesn't age, yeah. Though Superman
Well-
ages slowly.
yeah, he ages. Well, here's the thing though. This is if they're gonna do the All-Star Superman, him dying is also kind of a plot point, right? And James Gunn said it was inspired by that comic, and that's the title Superman Legacy leads me to believe that that's going to be a plot point in this new Superman incarnation.
He's gonna die.
Because of the son,
Or
right?
maybe he or think he's. I don't know. I don't think they can. That's like something you do later on a Superman Legacy where he's.
I mean,
maybe like a
you
ton of
don't
bits.
necessarily need to. He doesn't. He doesn't need to die right away, but like he could come to. The reason why it's called Legacy is that he knows that he's going to die eventually, right? And so he has to honor both of his, the two sides of his family, right? The Kryptonian family and the human family. So
because like James Gunn's always is bringing up about the Kryptonian heritage and all that.
right, and that plays a role in All-Star Superman. So I don't see why he would mention that comic if he wasn't going to borrow that, right?
At least he'll do a better job with his death than Snyder would.
Oh my goodness, the most forced death of all time.
I'll say this.
That shit was
Has Senior Nerd, have you seen Shazam?
Wait, what was Neil Breen trying to say?
No, that whole thing with Superman and BVS was fucking dumb.
I'm just Senior Nerd. Have you seen Shazam? I'm sorry.
Shazam 2, Fury of the God?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to see it next week. Why?
So I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Well, I know
Why?
Neil Breen saw it.
You don't mind spoilers? I don't.
It's what, 30 million? Who cares?
No. Well, I mean, well, it's still a good movie. That the money people. No, I'm hearing from people saying.
It was Warner Bros. Fault. They spoiled the cameo.
Well, just because not many people say doesn't mean like,
It's
well,
not really a cameo,
who
if you ask
cares?
me.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean like, oh yeah, I'm spoiled too. I'm gonna be spoiled. That's weird.
No, the cameo was going to make a bigger difference. The movie was overall fine even without her. It wouldn't make a difference. It was a good movie. It's just a flop at the box office. It's normal. It happens a lot, right?
I just think they didn't need. I don't know where you really want to put this movie in because it's already sandwiched in between the other bigger movies. And but I do think that Shazam is like, I think these movies are the best thing with the DCEU, like Shazam 1 and 2.
Yeah, classy, that's me.
Holy shit, that's George.
No, it's an imposter. George he kidnapped George.
George of the jungle.
Oh
my! I
Brandon
enjoyed
Fraser.
Shazam: Fear of the Gods. I did enjoy it though, but it's a shame though it's not making a lot of money though.
Well, it's just it's still.
It is what it is.
Yeah, still like if people still want to see it, just don't.
I feel like it's gonna.
Just don't be a dick about it and just.
I feel it's gonna be one of those movies once it hits HBO Max. A lot of people are gonna see on HBO Max. A lot of people are gonna watch it on there because of how good.
The movie's good. I was like, waiting to see it, and make it like maybe save Chevy Levi at least one more movie in the new DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just kind of burnt out on superhero movies, so I have other things, so I just wasn't interested in watching it. But I did love the first movie.
And you probably would love this.
Yeah, I'll eventually watch it, but yeah.
What if you get teleported to the movie theater? You watching the movie for 2 hours straight?
No, man. I still haven't even seen a lot of the movies that came out this month anyway, so I have to watch.
But people are here's my issue. People just get very like they get mad at people for like, oh yeah, they get mad at people for waiting to go see a movie. I'm like,
people got mad at me. Just saying, people.
Well, no, see, people be waiting like, oh, I'm just gonna wait till I don't know, wait till Shazam to come on streaming or whatever. But not many people have the time. Some people are like parents or whatever.
Some people just listen. I don't hate superheroes. I still love the comics. I still read comics. Yeah, I get fatigued. I'm interested in movies and all this stuff, and I have other things going on in my life too.
Well, kind of like in general. Like if some people won't want to see like a different, like what else, like John Wick or whatever. They say, no, I'm gonna wait till it could be on streaming or whatever. Like, why would you? You didn't see this, dude. This is one guy when freaking Babylon. Babylon.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that film still.
It's a weird ass movie.
Well, it's a weird movie, but there's that one scene that made me laugh. But I'll get into it a little later. But there was this one person on Twitter that got so mad that he said, "I hate all of you. You made Babylon bomb." I'm like, well, it's never going to make a profit because it's not the kind of.
Is it like 3 hours long?
It is a 3-hour comedy. It's about dumbasses making a movie.
It
But
seems like every time I say something, people are gonna get triggered, so I can't. I
Must
Must
don't
be
know.
a
what to
huge
do.
Margot Robbie fan.
but
Is
like,
like a scene where is there like a scene where there's like a large amount of coke
You
doing?
Yeah, there's a. I don't want to get. I mean, I already swore on George's stream.
It's
I don't want to say
evidence.
anything else. That's crazy.
it's
It's
really
evidence.
barely has a
Babylon.
story.
Babylon is evidence that there's no big box office star in Hollywood anymore. It's all about big franchises.
Listen, there's a crazy scene in the beginning of the movie that it's like I can't
Oh.
believe that's in a movie.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. I
Yeah, I'm
don't
trying
want to
to
think
see John
about it.
Wick this weekend as well.
But it's on Paramount Plus. But
I thought it was
Apparently,
Netflix.
I
Well,
want to
apparently
see.
John Wick-
I want to
apparently-
see John Wick, but it's like I'm kind of tired on Keanu. I've been playing Cyberpunk this whole time.
Oh, there you go.
I need a
apparently John
break.
Wick 4 might be
Yeah.
the last one for a while. I mean, they're expanding the universe, but it might
Well,
be like
They better
Keanu's
make
last.
that Ghost of Tsushima movie.
we'll do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
but
I want that
but
so
I will
bad.
say this because this one dude was like crazy, was going crazy over Babylon. He's like, he loves it. I was like, okay, cool. He likes it, fine.
Right.
But he's over here going off of people on Twitter saying like, why do you not go see Babylon? It came out the same week as Avatar. And, like Avatar.
Look.
Most people go see Avatar.
You know what? You know the Ben Affleck movie that's about the Nike shoes that comes
Air?
out in April?
Oh,
you know,
Air.
yeah.
Right.
Guess what day it's coming out on?
Mario.
Mario.
Oh,
Like-
really?
They know they're not going to make anything. They're not going to make
It's
a
Yeah,
not-
I mean,
Mario.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Even when Babylon was announced, it's going to
They-
be on Paramount Plus.
They do it on purpose. Studios
Yeah,
know. Studios know some movie. There's most of the movies are not going to make a lot of. They're not. They have some goals. They know they have some goals in terms of what they want, but they know going against big franchises, they're not going to get close to. They're not going to
Yeah,
make anywhere close to that. They
yeah.
know. They're
Also-
not stupid.
Yeah. Also, like the dude, they said like, you guys missed out on cinema. Really? This crazy ass
I know.
fucking movie,
Oh,
Babylon. Give me a break.
What the?
Oh shit! Oh man!
Oh,
CJ,
The mother-
come on.
Oh man, he's got the mothership in the background and everything. Oh man,
Oh my goodness. CJ, you excited for Superman?
yes, he is.
he's like
funny.
waiting.
His
Like
microphone
waiting
was so
for
bad
him to
last night.
Okay.
His microphone was so bad you couldn't barely hear him.
I know.
Oh.
I was wondering why I was so quiet.
Oh yeah, but now he's got them. Okay, while CJH is getting his
Oh, God.
thing set up. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Superman. I'm very curious to see who they're going to be casting in these roles. Do you guys think like this will be the one film that Jonathan Kent does not die in?
Yeah, I think
You know
he's
what?
not
Do
gonna
it.
die.
Yeah, just do. I don't know. Don't do. Yeah, don't do. Yeah, just keep him alive.
Get Nuclear Man to be in this movie.
Nuclear man. Oh, man.
Perfect. There you go.
Give him his sharp claws and stuff, and then his little nice manicures and stuff, and boom, 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, classy. You make a good point. I mean, it's like $15-$17. Like, I mean, it's for. I want to go to the movie every week, but it's like, listen, I just have other things to do.
I go to movies every week, but there's some movies that don't interest me, and people get mad about.
They just
waiting
give you
for
a ticket right
streaming.
away before you buy it. It's like, here you go.
Yeah, Blue Jay. Listen. I can respect your opinion and whatever, but it's like, listen, if sometimes I'm not in the mood to watch something. It's not that I don't want
Yeah.
to watch it, but it
Yeah.
just is what it is.
I'm not gonna block you on Twitter and be like, why are you not go see Shazam in the theater? I'm gonna block you. that's some stupid shit.
Oh, there's people who do that.
Oh my god. I oftentimes joke about it sometimes, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, some movie tickets are pretty expensive. I know my theater, like some tickets are like $10 to $11, and then some for like the Apex Theater, which I usually see movies in, are like $14.
Right.
Well, okay, the theater I go to, the tickets are $5.
Oh, that Oh man, even for the state's price, that's a decent. You're in Canada. Oh my god.
Mine is $8. Bless you.
I wish. I
Wait,
wish.
can you hear me now?
What's CGH?
Shit. You can hear me now.
In
That's
Canada,
some-
like we
That's
pay
some
like
bass booming.
I was
type
just
stuff.
making a bunch of noises. And
What the heck is? What,
just
it's all emojis. It's emojis.
yeah.
What the hell?
I wish it was $6 here. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You see, they should go. They should go back to. They should go back to nickels.
Well,
The thing here is we don't have
Yeah.
in Toronto. We don't have
Can you
we
hear
don't
me?
have small theaters.
Yeah,
we
I
have
can
like
hear
you now,
we see like
CGH.
Silver City Cineplex or
I go to
really-
Cineplex all the time, and it's
it's really a monopoly
like-
here.
it is.
Yeah. So the theater I go to, it's not a theater. So it's so it's only $5 because they turn an auditorium into where they can play movies. But it's not like so like it's a multiplex where you go one place and there's multiple movies at the same time. This one it's like they show one movie every 2 weeks. So that's why it costs far less than $5.
Interesting.
It's really nice. It's like a small intimate room. The screen is like 4K. Good surround sound. Yeah, it's a really great. I've been there for the past 7 years. It's really
Oh,
nice.
wow.
What if
And-
Uncle Ben is in the Superman movie?
Okay.
No,
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Jonathan Kent and Mike and Uncle Ben should die together.
no. Yeah.
Wait. Uncle Ben v. Jonathan Kent.
Oh my god.
Dawn of
So he's
Father
Uncle Ben Jonathan.
Jinx.
Wait. He's
Would it be
Uncle.
cool?
He's
Would it be
He's
cool?
Uncle Ben Jonathan Kent.
Oh my god! Imagine both of them, like Uncle Ben and Jonathan Kent, both be like swarmed by a tornado and be doing like this.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I've only gone to AMC a couple of times last year. I usually go to my
We used to have
Local
it. We used to have that in
independent
Canada AMC theaters a long time ago.
well. I think Aaron, I've told you this story. I don't know if I
It'd be
told
like
anyone else.
save Peter Parker. Why did you say that name?
Oh god!
Like I was telling Aaron, like when I went to an AMC last year to see Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, and some person was pointing a laser pointer at the screen.
Yeah, you told me this.
And a fight
Oh.
almost broke out of my
No,
theater.
my god.
Oh,
Like
wow.
in the
So you
first
really-
5 minutes of the movie.
Really?
That's wild. Oh,
George
man.
went to see Doctor Strange in the Theater of Madness.
Well, I went to that same AMC to go see Jaws in IMAX because it was $3 ticket day. So I was like, you know what? If I can see a movie for $3 in IMAX, I'm gonna go do it. And luckily, no fights broke out.
God damn.
CJ, did you see Shazam: Fury of the Gods yet?
I did not. I'm not watching any DC movies until James Gunn's reboot.
Oh no, CGH, don't say that. You might get a bunch of hate.
Oh,
Why did you do that? Not even the Flash.
Not even the
Well, I mean,
Flash.
that's part of the reset, isn't it?
Oh,
so
so
no,
you'll
to
see
watch
the
the
Flash?
You don't know.
You don't know.
No, they say they're gonna say it's going to be presenting.
Wait.
You don't know that.
You
That's not true.
No man. Oh,
Oh my
man.
god.
You don't know.
Oh my god.
You don't know.
Oh my
Really?
goodness. Oh. Oh man. No,
The funny thing
I-
is we do know.
Yeah.
yeah. But
I'm
no,
here. I'm here live with Hespera and Calypso.
oh boy. But so yeah,
What's
we
this
talked-
podcast? To tell me.
talked about- We've talked about Superman. Now, let's get into what the other announcement that happened on the same day.
Uh-oh.
Snyder Con, what
Well.
was that about?
Oh god.
James
Oh,
Gunn
yeah.
announcing he's going to direct Spider-Man was all just to one up the Snyder people.
Well, I should announce here
Spider-Man.
that I am going to Snyder Con. I'm actually a Snyder fan. That's only
Really?
Aaron's gonna laugh at that.
Because I get it. Because I love that. I love that.
I don't get it. So I didn't
He
find it
hates
funny.
no, because you don't get it. He doesn't really like Snyder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's sarcasm.
I'm super
it's sarcasm.
excited. Super excited. Can't wait.
I think George got it too, because
Love
George
it.
knows that he doesn't like Snyder either. Blind Bill doesn't like Snyder. From my streams,
Everybody's on cam.
Yeah.
Braille.
When's
Like-
Snyder Con? I
Yeah,
think
I
like
can't
April
be-
28th, 29th,
April, yeah.
30th.
Yeah. It's like a
It's
week
gonna be bigger than
thing.
Comic Con.
I mean, like, you know, like they're showing, like Snack Star showing all these pictures. Ray Porter as Darkseid narrated it.
Wayne T. Carr is coming back as Green Lantern, even though he didn't do shit.
I like this guy is
Wait,
CJ,
car.
Oh my god!
What is his IMDb? Did he does anything else other than that unseen?
I think he does theater.
But is he
I'm
like
gonna-
a
I'm gonna
teacher or
look it up,
something? I heard he's like a
actually.
teacher. Isn't he a teacher?
So he's an out work actor who's like, yeah, of course that's why he's keep doing the hashtag restore the Snyder Cut and you know Snyderverse in Netflix because he needs a job.
Finbar, I would be in prison and everybody would know who I am if I did something like that. Not saying I would. Not saying I would.
I'm so confused as to what CGH is like doing.
You
with
know,
that
Blair Bill will be hired by people to take out the Snyder Cut list.
Oh my god! You know, would be some sick irony is that I end up working for Zack Snyder.
mask.
Oh,
I swear to God, if that
And you
somehow
give him-
happens,
and-
oh my god!
yeah, and I bet if you hear somebody, you probably give him coffee. That's like you're pissed.
Yeah, and then they fire
Yeah.
me. If that ever, oh my god!
Is that you want a sandwich, Mr. Snyder? Oh, hamburger. Okay, and then spit on it.
Oh my. Well, I don't know if this is true. Apparently, Mikey Sutton got Skywalker like a pass or something to
Oh.
or press to Snyder Con.
Mikey Sutton can get press.
Oh, imagine Mikey Sutton.
I
No,
heard
no,
something
that's like-
else. I heard something
Imagine
else.
Wait, what did you hear? What did you hear?
I heard Mikey Sutton getting pregnant or something. That's
What?
What?
this is why I should never open my mouth. That's what I
Who?
heard.
Breaking news.
Who said that?
Everybody turned off their camera immediately. They're like, "Fuck! What the fuck just happened?"
I'm losing.
Yeah,
Okay,
even
what
beyond
the
it, like,
hell?
I swear to God, that's what I heard.
From who?
I was like disturbed, and then
What
I'm like,
source?
Oh, okay. What source? George.
George.
is hiding
Wait.
now. He's in hiding now.
I'm like just laughing like a lunatic. right
Gosh, I'm pride neck.
Like, see, oh man. Listen. I
Oh, strange things has
thought he
happened.
was gonna say
What
that
the
too.
fuck? What the fuck?
I had to bring it up because it was like, what? I mean, I know they're tight, but Jesus, oh my god!
Oh my-
someone's gonna clip this, and we're gonna.
I know they're tight, but
Yo,
Jesus.
they're gonna send this to the cool table and cancel us.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
If you know, you know.
Oh my god!
This has to be.
You
This
don't
is
know.
gold. This is
You
gold.
Yes, CJH, you don't know. If you know, you
Oh
know.
my god!
Oh my. Yo,
Oh my
apparently,
God.
like Mikey told Skywalker that apparently, like you're more, you're trending more than James Gunn.
Oh my god!
Just stroking his ego and then stroking something else.
The thing is, it's like I have nothing against Zack Snyder. I enjoy Zack Snyder's movies, but it's like his fans just go off the off the wall.
It's not even the better. Look, he's a good director, but he's not. He's like top
You don't
50.
know.
He's a top 50 director. He's a good director. He's a B+ director.
Yeah, B plus,
Yeah.
a permanent range.
Well,
B,
it's just
but
like
it's not
he
A.
doesn't. But the problem is that he doesn't say shit. Like with all this shit going on, like why hasn't he said anything at this point?
He loves it. I think he's
Oh,
a
he
big troll
loves it.
himself.
Yeah, he
So
loves
like
it.
trolling it.
so basically, Zach is an agent of chaos.
The thing, like, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
to
what he
go
is.
long chair psychiatrist. You know how it's like he's very unliked by the critics in his movies. Like his movie gets pretty poor reviews.
Well,
But the fans of the people love his movies, so he gravitated to that. And he's like, I'm gonna have a career not because of the critics, but because the fans. They're the one who could, they will watch everything. There's people who will defend Sucker Punch, which is by far his
Which
worst
is
movie.
insane. That's insane. But yeah,
I've never seen Sucker Punch. So I
Ryan
don't know how
Brill
bad
really
it is.
does not. You hear his interviews.
I-
the
the
stuff he
only-
says in interviews.
yeah,
so,
the
like,
stuff he says in interviews is downright
Suspect.
disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, suspect.
His
yeah.
obsession with like certain material in his stuff. Wait a
He
minute,
has
do we
this
have like double max in CG?
He does.
Just-
He talks about
Mhm.
the R. Not. He talks about the RAE word a lot. Like he's obsessed with that.
grape.
He has it on his
It's
film and
insane.
stuff.
No,
The
like
E
what?
word.
The
Grape.
I'm not saying the whole
grape.
word.
Yeah,
When
well,
I
I'm
was
saying
singing
grape.
on my stream.
Yeah.
If you want to
Yeah.
put it, you can type it in the private
Yeah.
chat. If
Well,
you,
you
if
could
you
just
want.
say grape. Grape.
Grape. Yeah. He has
so-
obsession with grape though.
Yeah, he's obsessed with it's just
And don't tell me.
disturbing.
And don't tell me he likes to make strong women. No. A lot of his women in his films are actually kind of
Wait, he likes grapes?
see, CJH. I'll put the word in and what Aaron's
I
trying
know
to say,
what
so everyone
the
understands.
word-
I know he's trying to be smart.
He-
man.
I'm
knows-
confused
I
as
know.
hell. E word is this.
He
What?
knows what we're talking about. Though.
Typed it in. I need to know what the hell it is. Just go on.
Right.
Yeah, it's listen. It's very weird. And the
Yeah.
thing is, okay, there is one Zack Snyder movie I do like reluctantly, and it's Watchmen, but
I like.
I still
300.
don't like the ending.
I do like Dawn of the Dead, but like the thing is, the baby zombie scene just freaks me out. Yeah, no, yeah,
You should-
exactly.
Army
Uche,
of the Dead was horrible.
You should read the original script, George, because you would be
The
traumatized.
only good movie that Zack Snyder ever made was Watchmen.
I agree.
That was a good
I agree.
movie.
Army of the Dead was
Yeah.
horrible. Army of the Dead was so bad on
I-
Netflix. I couldn't. Oh my god.
Did
I-
everyone here watch Army of the Dead?
Oh,
I did. I
I
actually liked
Wait.
it.
Wait, is that the movie where it starts out with the guy getting hit and then they get in a car accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a car
Yeah.
accident at the beginning.
with Batista. That's the
No, with the
The
Batista's
one where
in
they
it,
rescue
yeah.
the person that died in the end.
No, I mean the person that was getting hit at the start. of
Yes,
the
yes, in the
movie.
beginning, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And then he reshot to see who's the comedian that was in the movie.
That's
Oh,
how
the
bad the
castle
movie
guy?
was.
Yes. Yeah.
Crystal,
Crystalia, and he got replaced by Tia Negro, was that her name?
right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and, like,
between
and
keep the
apparently
same actor.
Yeah.
And pretty much the scene where she's in looks very choppy. And obviously, she was like in front of the green screen.
Yeah,
How
they
much
did somewhere
shaky
else.
cam?
Yeah.
Right.
How much shaky cam is in the movie?
I can't really remember. All I remember was like the person they rescued at the end. It was like all for nothing.
It was.
Zack Snyder loves to do shaky cam.
He likes slow mo as well.
Oh,
How much slow mo was in the movie?
You know,
A
I
lot.
can't remember.
Lots.
I don't think I'm ever gonna rewatch it.
Was it like? Wow.
I'm not gonna rewatch it.
The best thing about
It's a lot of just pointless slow motion.
the best part about that movie probably was like the new version of Viva Las Vegas. That was the best thing
Oh
about that movie.
man,
No, the best
Oh.
thing was probably the tiger in my.
No, the tiger was cool.
the
Yeah.
tiger was cool.
Mhm. It's like, that's
Did-
it.
That might be the only positive I'll give the movie.
You know, I honestly don't know. I think Snyder Con. I'm hoping something about
Netflix should
gets-
cancel
think-
it.
No, I think it's still happening.
I think it's gonna happen, but I'm like, sorry, but his stuff stinks. If Netflix is smart,
This does stink.
if Netflix is willing to cut 130 million comedy, 130 million to 150 million comedy movie that has
Netflix is gonna cut
Scarlett Johansson in it, and Michael Fassbender, Owen Wilson, they should stop it. They should stop the Snyder stuff.
Well, the Snyder. The
No.
thing is, Rebel Moon wasn't that expensive.
How much was it?
close?
Should
I
do?
think it was under
83 million.
Right.
83 million.
Oh, it's gonna,
I'll
I
tell you
don't
what
think.
they should.
Yeah, it's not.
But
I mean,
what I
yeah,
think they
it's a
should
big
do,
budget, but it's not a lot.
they should put their movies in theaters for longer than a limited release.
CJ,
Netflix.
what were you trying to say? Because I heard you were trying to say something, CJ.
They should hit delete.
And that Rebel Moon's gonna bomb.
They should find the files, all the files of each movie that Snyder ever
Do you-
made,
do you
except
guys-
for Watchmen, and just hit delete.
Do you guys
I
have any
agree.
high hopes
I
for
agree.
Planet of the Apes after seeing Army of the Dead?
Planet of the Dead, you mean?
Yeah, Planet of the Dead. Do you have any hopes of seeing if it's
I don't know what's
happening?
Planet of the Dead is. What is that?
It's the sequel to Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think it-
haven't-
Do you have any like? I don't have any
Like, would you
optimism for
watch
that.
it? You think it would be good.
I haven't seen Army of the Dead yet, so
Oh.
It's
I
terrible,
gotta
senior
check.
nerd. It's really, really bad.
I don't think it can be worse than Sucker Punch.
Well,
It's worse than Sucker Punch.
Well, don't trust
No.
Aaron because he hates everything. Okay.
No, I like
I do-
Morbius.
I do want to
Kidding.
get Sideways comment because I know he.
No,
he
What?
has
Why?
more.
Why did discussion film have to put that tweet is funny, that trolling tweet when they put everything at once back in the theaters? Because Morbius did the exact same thing, right? When it came, remember, and like they had to in the tweet out yesterday, they put out a tweet like this made more money than Morbius when it went back in theaters. I'm like, yeah, obviously,
Right.
You don't need to
What
tweet
movie
that.
was that? Oh, it was everywhere, everything
Yeah.
all at once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it came out the same time as Morbius. That's probably why they did that.
Yeah, but and they put him back in the theaters, right? They re-released. I'm like, you know what? You don't have to put Morbius in that tweet, but I did kind of funny. Because like it was kind of a troll thing. I
I
think they did under
I
part.
really have no interest in anything Zack Snyder related. I mean, he could make a good movie, and I might like it, but I'm not interested in watching it.
Well, before we continue with Zack Snyder, because I know Sideways 52 asked this question before. Since CinemaCon's happening next month, do you think the Blue Beetle trailer would come out? Anyone think that?
Maybe.
When is cinema? Oh, next month in April.
I hope it flops.
What?
That might be a little
Because
too early.
no one knows who Blue Beetle is.
What? I can't fucking hear what he said.
Well, what's your language? What's your language?
No one knows who Blue Beetle is.
Blue Beetle is not going to do well like Shazam. Shazam is a more popular.
Was
than
that
Blue
better?
Beetle.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear you.
yeah, I hear you.
Alright.
What was Blind Burl trying to say?
Well, I think. I mean, it's possible, but I think we might get it in May or June, and it might be attached to the Flash because trailers are releasing a little bit later now.
Yeah,
So that's my
I have
prediction.
noticed that. I think the Flash is going to get shown at CinemaCon.
Yeah, it
Right.
is. It is. That shows great. That shows great confidence. If they're
It
showing
does.
a month before it comes out, it means they're very confident this movie's gonna be good.
Well,
I know people say Top Gun, but there was a lot of movies that, like the last Ghostbuster movie, was at CinemaCon, and it scored around like an 80 on Rotten Tomatoes. So
Yeah, but also Top Gun Maverick was also shown.
yeah, Top Gun Maverick. Yeah,
Well,
That
you know,
was a
do you know what was also shown last year in CinemaCon? Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Didn't
that did well, I
noticed,
think.
that go straight to
That
streaming?
movie is
That was day and date. So
That was day and date. Okay. That.
Well, I know like Top Gun Maverick and Ghostbusters Afterlife. There's obviously nostalgia with that, so maybe they're hoping the Flash with Keaton will get like a nostalgia audience at CinemaCon.
I think the Flash is going to be good. I think it's going to be.
I
I
think
think so too.
It's
That
going to be an amazing movie.
Flash is probably relying. They're probably relying. I mean, I think the director, Eddie Machine, is a good director,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna beat around the bush here because I think the Flash. I think people are really more interested in seeing. I'm sorry, but Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I'm also
Batman.
biased
That's the draw.
because that movie comes out right on my birthday. So
Oh, really?
That's a good
Yeah.
birthday movie.
Well, actually,
Yeah, it is.
it comes out the weekend right after like the last week of work in the school year. So,
oh,
but then I got a camp to work.
to
So,
work on. Oh,
but no, I'm looking forward to the Flash. I think that and Guardians Volume 3. Those are the three. Those are not three. The two that I'm very high on this year that look good.
right. Yeah, Guardians and Flash. I mean, those are I'm hoping there are also like emotional movies too, because recently I mean, besides Black Panther, and I'm mixed on Black Panther. There hasn't really been a lot of heart in these comic book movies. There's not really a lot of like
It's just
emotional stakes.
most of it. It's kind of
The only
like
one that had the only movie the last few years ever they had
No
heart.
Way Home.
No Way Home and the
Nah.
Batman.
I wasn't that emotional in No Way Home.
I don't know.
The
I
Batman.
disagree. Wakanda Forever was very much.
Yeah,
Batman
that's
had-
like
Batman-
the only one that was emotional in my opinion.
Batman
Well,
had a lot of it. Batman
most
had
of
a
the
lot heart.
comic movies are just kind of like big flashy stuff going around. Just be like, hey, we got
Yeah.
this big action scene. Here comes a big fight. Time to
Wait,
get
but here's the
excited,
thing.
I'll just say-
y'all.
Right.
I
Here's
think
the thing with Black
Batman.
Panther.
I think the Batman had the most heart because it didn't
Yeah.
feel like a comic book movie. Like it was meant to be like an actual story with emotion.
You know what they need to start doing? They need to start killing off main characters.
Well,
I don't
here's
think
the-
I don't
Open
think
up
they
a
need to.
Spider-Man movie and then kill them off.
Oh man, I don't
But
think
that's
they
the problem.
necessarily need to
Open off.
kill them,
Open
but I
up
think
a
they
Batman
need to
movie
figure out
and
a
he's
way.
dead.
But that's the issue right now. Marvel was trying to go in a direction, and you can say the storytelling is bad and all that, but if you get rid of the main characters, the draw is still not there. It's not there anymore. Like nobody really wants to see some of these other characters that they're trying to build up.
I
They
think
want-
killing off characters though is not it. Like it gets cliche. Right?
Yeah.
Like, they need to
Well,
figure out a way where you could still have the emotional stakes.
Here's the thing with Black Panther too. If Chadwick Boseman was still alive, like
You don't
Black
kill
Panther 2 would
Spider-Man,
not-
I'm
would
sorry.
not have been
He's too
as,
young.
as emotional.
Yeah.
So like that was really due to the circumstances
Tell
surrounding
that
that
to
movie.
Ultimate Comics.
Oh my goodness, the Ultimate Comics. I still remember that was a thing.
But they kind of ruined that with the Ultimate Comics, though. That was the problem with it, especially Mark Millar when he did Ultimatum. That was just a shit show. Oh my god, that comic sucked. Where half of the universe basically died, and then it was like, well, who are we supposed to write for now?
You look at people on Twitter right now. People want Iron Man to come back. Okay,
Which
want Captain
I don't-
America,
like why?
because
Yeah,
they're
it's true.
popular, and
Well,
Marvel hasn't really done a good job making the other characters popular they're trying to build.
That's the thing. Like characters need to stay like, and it sounds a little morbid, but they need to stay dead so because they feel like they serve their purpose. You
But
can't just let's bring back Iron Man as a
But why do they have to stay
construct.
dead? Why can't they just retire or
because this is the Marvel Big Death
Oh.
universe. Like here you go, the multiverse, so we can get Tony Stark in there again in a different universe. Yeah, this whole multiverse thing is just an excuse.
The thing is, their most popular character, Spider-Man, is also owned by another studio. So you have to like negotiate with that studio to get more of him in the MCU.
Yeah, it's good.
And we might not see the X-Men for like 4 or 5 years. Well, maybe like all of them.
Maybe
to me-
Iron Man until after Secret Wars.
Well, like what do we have? What do we have? What's the biggest Marvel character in general that we have right now? Okay.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, no, like currently the MCU. I mean,
Spider-Man.
okay. Yeah, Spider-Man, and what else?
For
you
say
could-
that again?
Thor. You can kind of say they're bringing in Deadpool in there because he's a bigger character now. Wolverine.
Wait,
as well.
what were you
Maybe
saying? What was your question?
Fantastic
Oh,
Four.
well, would you
What's the
repeat your
biggest
question?
character in MCU Marvel? Like since
And-
Iron Man, Captain America are
Oh,
gone,
Well, I would say Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Doctor
Strange.
Strange. Yeah, like I mean,
Hey,
Spider-Man.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is technically a big character.
Daredevil, like Sideways says
Not
in the
yet.
chat.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Not yet.
No, well, Daredevil is a popular character from because
Yeah,
of Netflix.
He's not
the
popular in
Netflix
MCU.
shows made
You
him
have to see it with
popular.
MCU. You have to see it's MCU like betrayal.
True, but
I mean,
like
we got
even if
glimpses,
even
right?
if it's not,
Yeah.
Daredevil, like the Netflix shows were like people have to remember that those are like the top viewed Netflix shows. They did
Oh my
extreme
goodness.
numbers.
Hawk. The
What's
problem with the
happening to that
Hawk.
mask, CJH?
But Spider-Man's always like look. Spider-Man's always really been the face of Marvel, right? Really,
Hulk
like-
is another big character that's left.
Yeah, and now it seems like they could do more stuff with the Hulk, right? They can
Yeah.
expand his character, his lore a little bit more, right?
But in my opinion, they should have left Thor. Like they aren't really doing anything interesting with Thor.
No.
The only thing that they could have done was Old Man Thor, and they're obviously not going to do that. So they should just get rid of Thor. He doesn't need to have another movie. I understand they could have done a movie with him and Hercules. That's obviously in the comics. That's very popular. But I don't. At this point, it's just, to me, it's like that should have gone to another character, right? Like in my opinion, maybe Moon Knight should have gotten a movie. Moon Knight was a character that has a lot of depth, and I didn't like the show. I know a lot of people like the show, but like as someone who grew up, like I met some of my friends because I told them you have to read Moon Knight comics growing up. So it's like I love that character. He's my favorite Marvel character, and I just didn't think they did him justice. Like, so yeah, I know not everybody feels that way, but
You could even say Loki.
Loki, yeah.
Loki's a big character, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They should replace Thor with Beta Ray Bill. I agree with that. Beta Ray Bill is another character I absolutely love that is not in the MCU. I don't know why he's in the MCU.
Remember people thought he was going to be in Love and Thunder?
Oh,
yeah.
Can you
Oh,
confirm
new
the
scoop.
scoop line, bro?
That I'm Ryan Gosling.
Grace
I look
Abdul
nothing
Sil
like
Scoop.
Hey, they come from the same city.
Grace Abdul.
Ryan Gosling's from Toronto. I thought he was from like.
Oh.
Is he? No way. I don't think so.
Wait, I'm talking
Yes.
to
I'm
Ryan
pretty sure
Gosling
some-
this whole time.
He might be from Vancouver.
I know Ryan Reynolds is from Vancouver.
Ryan Gosling is from London.
Oh,
Ontario.
that's pretty close, but
Yeah.
I've been. Yeah, that's a small little town. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost said London, England. I'm like, no,
Oh,
he's
no,
Canadian.
It's that town's not that bad actually. You should.
No, it's
visit
not. It's
there.
between. It's basically. It's between
Amazing.
Detroit and Toronto.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah,
The Canadians have taken over Georgia
The what?
but not that far away though. But yeah,
What's taking over, CJH?
Canada.
Canada. The Canadians always take over.
Oh my goodness. You know
So I have
well,
these two behind
New
me.
York isn't
Over.
real.
oh, you know what? He's not even in the chat. Why are you saying that,
It's a
CJ?
meme. It's a meme now. No one can escape it.
Wait, what did he say?
Isaac Nation.
Oh,
What's that?
Isaac Nation.
No, what's that, Calypso? You want me to help? You want to take over Canada?
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Yo, out of curiosity, I wonder, is anyone from the cool table from Canada, like any of that like crowd, like that you have to worry about?
No, Canadians don't have crazies like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, you
Yes,
have
we
Jay
do.
Station. I mean, you have Jay Station who likes to make 3 a.m. challenges, buy things off the dark web, and like fake his girlfriend's death.
Oh, I hate this guy. I hate him so
Oh.
much.
Oh,
What's-
Jay Station was like,
Oh, don't.
We also have Mo
Oh,
Sergi.
God.
and all those
Space
were
Station. Ugh.
Black
Jason.
Santa. Look up Black Santa. No, don't. Actually, don't
No,
look
I'm
up.
not. Oh, I've seen that one before. I've seen that one on the it on the No Jumper show. That was the one that Vito was
Oh.
on recently. Like I saw that. Jay
George,
Station
have you
video.
been seeing what's going on with No Jumper? Oh my god.
I haven't been watching the new
Oh
ones.
my fucking god. Oh, there's a bunch of drama again. Can't say it on stream. It's wild shit.
Like no, I'm just talking about like the No Jumper from like 5 years ago,
Oh,
where
okay.
like Adam was covering like Jay Station doing like stupid
Oh my
stuff.
God.
Like
No,
Yeah,
what Adam did
hey, guys,
is much worse than Jay Station in my
oh
opinion.
god, well, oh man, that's disappointing. 'cause I
Very
like-
sus things, man.
That dude is
Yeah,
still
that's
making
disappointing.
videos. Holy shit. I know, he hasn't made a video in 2 months.
Wait, what the?
Who? Oh,
Jay-
Jay Station?
He hasn't made a video
Oh,
in 2
Bought a
months.
mansion off the dark web. And
Wait,
there's
what
evil
the-
clowns.
Oh, Vortex.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll tell
I
you the
want
drama.
this
Vortex.
Get that off my
guy
eye.
to
Oh.
CJ, what?
Get that off my eye. Oh.
I
oh,
want
can't
this
see that man
guy-
ever again.
Right.
I
Oh.
want this guy shot. I want this guy to
No,
OD.
no.
Whoa!
Whoa, what the
I
fuck,
want,
dude?
I want this guy,
No.
playing crash. I
Hey,
hate
watch
this.
what we say. Let's watch what we
What-
say. But
what-
no, like
What the
I don't want
fuck,
to get
dude?
by Jay Station for like copyright.
Disavow.
Oh
This
my!
guy is.
Look, I know we don't like him, but I know we don't like Jason. But Jesus Christ, I keep that to myself.
A dingle,
We watch
the
what we say.
dingleberry of life. He's a dingleberry of life.
Dingleberries.
Dingleberries.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, he's crazy.
He said that
Crazy
shit.
like a fox.
But by the way, speaking of crazies, I don't know if you guys saw. Apparently, like Zod Rider wrote a review of Shazam 2 for Geekosity.
Yes, I did. I saw that, and I
Oh
was.
wait,
well,
is he
I didn't.
really will a review?
He wrote
He
a
got
review.
trashed on it.
He was
Oh
coming.
my! You know what? Maybe I should find it and bring it up.
I got it. Hold on. I think I.
Let's dissect the review and let's have a good laugh. You know?
Okay. I'm looking it up right now. Let's see what we got here. Oh, would you look at that? Shazam 2 is a simplistic mess. Hold on, let me share my screen for you guys. Let's have a good old crack.
Yeah, as much as I don't know, as much as I want to be, I'm out. I'm gonna head out.
You
Sorry.
want to read the article?
Here you go.
No,
Here,
thank
blind
you.
bro.
No, thank you.
Go.
Besides, I'm gonna continue.
Oh,
playing
you
my
don't.
game.
All right.
I can't.
Of course,
I
this film's
can't
forgettable to him.
It's been fun.
Also, don't mind
Nice
the.
talking, you senior nerd.
Take your senior. I'll put your Twitter in the thing so for anyone that wants to check it out. But so let's look at this review. So Shazam:
Hold
Fury of the
on.
Gods is a simplistic,
Gotta show us a Tony blind
Convoluted.
bro. Show us a Tony.
convoluted,
No, I don't
and
even know if he
generic
really wants
mess
to see this.
with very little structure or hold on, I gotta make this bigger for me. Or uniqueness. Zach, the film is forgettable. Every Levi proves, without a doubt,
Our first
that
paragraph.
he was disastrously miscast as
guy's
the
a
still
fucking
unnamed
moron. I'm
version
sorry.
of DC's Captain Marvel. His acting is hammy, corny, and
Blind bro,
cranked up
I know
to
you haven't seen a
over-the-top-
movie, but you know Shazam.
over-the-top
No, I
levels
did
of
hear this
cheesiness.
was a criticism. I can't. I don't. I've never
It is.
seen. The
It's not a
movie, so I
criticism, but
can't
it's
say.
the movie. Like he's
One
the
of
first one was
very
like that too.
For
Right.
video.
Right, but I mean, maybe you guys can confirm this, but some other people said that it felt like he was playing like an SNL sketch. That's what it felt like compared to the first movie.
The writing is atrocious, and the acting is even more amateurish than that of the pilot.
Oh my god.
Gotham
Okay.
Knights.
Oh my god. This guy's no, this is not credible at all because I saw the premiere of Gotham Knights, and I could tell you one thing: that ain't lasting a season. That's gonna be
Oh,
canceled, and it's terrible. That show is terrible. It's
No.
horrible. They had to make up a character to be Batman's adopted son. Okay, a made-up character, and that fuck no.
Wait, so it's
Zod
not
Ryder-
Damian
He's a
Wayne?
moron.
So it's not Damian
sorry.
Wayne.
It's not Damon. No, he had to adopt. He's not even Dick Grayson. They had to adopt a made-up character. For the show.
Oh my goodness, that's bad.
Oh, hey, what's up, Brian? What's going
Hey,
on?
Brian.
I have a very important video to share.
Hold on. Let's see. Okay, you done with this paragraph?
Brian?
Are you done with this paragraph, George?
Yeah, I'm done with the paragraph.
But you know that you could tell this is bias, right? Because it's Odd Rider.
Also, don't mind his website sucks because there's so many freaking ads around here.
Yo,
God.
so
I
many
mean, don't
ads
even
over
bother
there.
reading this, George. You know it's bias.
Yeah, no, I'm
from the
not gonna
beginning.
read it, but like,
Oh, okay.
oh my goodness, just what a mess. You know, like I'm not saying I write perfect articles. but good
Anybody
Lord.
who says this is worse than Gotham Knights, it's not credible and shouldn't be taken seriously. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying I write the best articles, but like, good Lord, this is an
Best?
abomination.
Blind bro, I'm gonna show it to Tony.
Oh, he
Hold
says
on,
it
let
will
me give y'all the link to this thing too, so y'all can have it and send it to people.
Alright.
be
Can
honest.
take a good crack
No.
at it.
Watch
So-
the video.
Yep.
CGH, I'm hesitant to click on what else you have right here.
But
Like-
just be careful, okay?
Because, like, first of all, I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. Although, if Jay Station wants a war with me, that'll be drama all suck up.
George, just bring out high school George. You might actually like be able to take on J Station if you have high school George.
Oh my goodness.
No, we're going after a bigger name.
We're gonna go after
You know,
Capia.
that was
We did that
No.
yesterday.
Bigger name.
oh my John Campia's boomer. That how do you do, fellow kids?
Hey, fellow kids.
Just share the video and it'll explain it itself.
I don't know if I want to show this video.
Don't show it. I mean, if you're not comfortable with it, I don't know.
But, oh my.
What is?
But
Oh my
TJ,
gosh.
You also mentioned before, like Aldo's World and Mosargi. You watch those guys as well?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I watched them I was watching them in 2018 when I needed a break from movie talk.
Oh, hold on. I'll be back.
All right. So Finbar, things like Gotham Knights needs to be killed with fire. Why they're scared of just doing a straight up Batman TV show based off the post-crisis comics is beyond me. Yeah.
How about we get a vote in the
Finbar,
chat?
they
see
created a
the
new
video
character.
this
They literally created a new character to be the adopted son of Bruce Wayne. Literally. A new character. Graph.
If you want to see the video, press 1 on the chat.
CJ. But no, but we went so far from like talking Snyder Con. We were so focused on talking Superman, and then we just we started talking about Zack Snyder, and we just went in so many different directions.
Zack Snyder is like talking
The
about the guy.
votes are in.
He opens up a Pandora's box, man, when we talk about him.
We've
But it's like the
opened
thing is, no
everything
one
so far.
thing is, like, no one's lost. No one on here is a Snyder cultist. That's a plus side.
I'm secretly a cultist.
hey, where's Soldoc? I miss that guy.
No, I don't know what
Oh,
happened
wait.
to Zodok. Where is he?
Oh boy. Oh my. But you know what's crazy? Because like one of the other topics I want to talk about was like Ben Affleck not directing a James Gunn movie. People in the Snyder fandom are like taking that as a victory, saying, "Yes, he's loyal to Zack. See, he's our champion."
Without reading the article.
Oh, God.
We got 1 vote in the chat
One vote. in the chat.
One vote for what?
to watch the video.
Oh,
CJ
man.
For at
just
least a
other-
couple seconds. of
Oh man.
I don't like. Is this gonna CJ? Just better not get me a copyright strike. I'm not gonna show it right now, but if I decide to show it later,
I don't think it's not like copyright.
GTH, put it in the private chat so we can see it
yeah.
first, and
put it in
then
the
we'll
private chat
determine.
So like Aaron or Blindy can
Yeah.
test it out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But people are like don't realize that Ben Affleck's just done doing IP work. It's like he's
Oh
not
my
gonna come
God.
back for Zack.
Me too.
But they're trying to say, but he came back for the Snyder Cut. It's
Wait, a Mr. Beast video?
what? CJ.
I paid a real assassin to try to kill me. So literally the title of the. I
I don't know if you'll get. I mean, unless he's playing music. I mean, the last time I said, "Oh, I don't think you guys would get striked," and Tony got striked. So maybe I'm not the best
What did
authority.
Tony get
man.
strike because of the Ninja Turtles?
The
or
Ninja
because of
Turtles.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no.
He
Ninja
might
Turtles.
get from Mr. Beast. Yes, he might.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to risk that, CJ.
It is a
Wait,
long video too, so you might actually, if it was a small like minute, 2-minute clip, you might
At
Well,
get.
this
I
point
wasn't
now,
gonna play the
unless-
whole video.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking
A
about?
couple seconds of it.
Oh well, we were talking about like two things. Number one, we're talking about how the Snyder fans are using Ben Affleck's comments of not directing a gun movie
Oh
as a
yeah,
victory
that dumbass
when he's
shit.
done with
The
IP
superhero.
work in general.
Yeah, superhero work. He's done with that.
And apparently, CJH had a Mr. Beast video.
Oh, okay. Ben Affleck and Mr. Beast go together. How?
I don't know. He's gonna play Mr. Beast in the movie.
Oh my God! A Mr. Beast biopic starring Ben Affleck. Wow,
Oh my goodness.
that'll be an interesting movie. That'll be directed by Ben Affleck. That'll be his next movie after Air.
Yeah, the thing is like he's done doing IP work. He's got his own production company with Matt Damon.
But that's the thing. Like that's not enough for them to be like, oh, don't listen to what Ben has to say. He's he's just trolling. Like, dude, have you not heard of what happened to him during Justice League? Come on now.
Yeah, like good lord, like it put him in a dark spot.
Like
But
that's so
if you know,
freaking disingenuous.
Right.
Yeah, no, like people are just like crazy. CJ, you disappointed Ben Affleck's not going to direct a DC movie?
No.
No.
I'm not. I mean,
It's not a big law. It's not like a major loss. There's other directors.
Get
not major
rid
law.
of
Like-
all the Snyder actors.
but see, like it's not like Ben Affleck was signed on to do a DC movie and just suddenly broke off with it, and like he was in talks to do it, and then they don't want to, and he doesn't want to do it, and it's like that's fine, you know. I want to see more movies like The Town, or I actually want to watch Air, but I don't know when I might want to
Argo
see
is a
that.
phenomenal movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Argo. I love Argo.
Argo. I haven't seen Argo. I've only seen The Town. The Town was a really good movie. I haven't seen Live by Night, but
Live by
I do
Night.
want-
Yeah,
I do
heard that
want to
one was
watch
good.
Air.
He's.
I want to
I'll
watch
say
that
this.
too.
I'll say this. His movies as a director has actually been better than some of the movies he actually acted in lately.
Ben Affleck is a good writer and director.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
he
not.
won
He's
an
not really.
Oscar.
He's not really a great actor if you think about it.
I mean,
he's
he
solid.
wrote
He's
Good
not
Will
great.
Hunting.
Yeah.
Like, people always forget he wrote Good Will Hunting.
Yo,
He's
like-
not. He's not really. He's not a great actor. He's a solid actor, but he's not really like a great actor.
And
There's-
like he was like 25 when that film came out, so he wrote it
Yeah.
at a young age.
Matt
he
Damon
has
is
a-
a better. Matt Damon is a better actor than Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But
Don't
Ben
say
Affleck
that around Snyder fans.
creatively, Ben Affleck, I think, is a better writer
Yeah.
and director. Yeah,
He has directed a lot of good movies. Really, he has.
he needs to
Like,
direct more movies.
his-
That's the thing.
I'll say this from this past decade. Well, not this decade. The 2010s to 2020s. He has some really good. He's made some solid movies as an actor, but I think his directing has been better than most of the movies he's actually acted in.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, he gave a good performance in Argo, but obviously,
Yeah, Argo was good. Argo was good.
that
Like,
was a great movie.
all around.
And I rewatched The Town like last year, like after like camp. So like, yeah, that was a very good movie as well. What was the first one he directed? What I always get it mixed up with that film he starred in, Gone Girl. Was it Gone Baby Gone? That the first one he directed.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good film. Not like the best film, but it was a pretty good film.
That had his brother in it, right?
Hey, Axel.
Casey, yeah.
Yeah, Casey.
Yeah,
Was in that.
Casey was the star of that film.
Was
I
there
mean,
like,
too bad he got
was he
canceled
like a
because
why did people
his,
trying to
his brother was a good actor. Yeah, he's canceled.
did- I don't think he's canceled anymore. Is he
No,
canceled?
he's canceled. I don't think he's not even allowed at the Oscars.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah, he actually did something that was like it was fucked
Oh.
up. So,
I still
shit,
got-
sorry.
I still got to review The Way Back.
The Way Back, yeah, that came out during the
That was a very good movie.
before the pandemic. It's a basketball movie, George.
Yeah, no, I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta continue my basketball movie reviews. I think that weekend, like not this weekend, the following weekend, I'll review that movie.
You
Yeah, no,
should
that-
actually. You should review that movie. Yeah.
Because I do like that movie a lot. And the thing is, people forget about because it came out like the weekend right before shutdown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember. I remember. Oh man.
Because like I remember I was like saying to some of my coworkers, I was like, you know what? If we're off, because like this was like right before the schools got like shut down, I was like, I might go see a movie on a day off since there might not be a lot of people. I'm thinking of seeing The Way Back. Everyone was like, don't risk it. Don't risk it. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it.
Oh man. That's crazy that you were they were telling you don't risk it. Meanwhile, we had to go to fucking class.
That's it for now on.
There was professors telling us, "Oh, there's no lockdown. Nothing's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be normal." And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stop coming to class.
And then a week later, there was
Weird.
like a lockdown everywhere.
Oh yeah. No.
You
Well,
know,
the
you
thing
know what
is-
was the sorry. You could
No,
go
you-
on. I was gonna tell a personal weird story, so
Well, you can go on because I gotta think of this one.
okay. I was gonna say that it's a Aaron. When the lockdown was happening, you know the hotel that's across from City Hall.
Yep.
I was at that hotel. That was the best experience because it was empty and I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to.
Oh my my goodness.
That
Just
anybody
bring
who was in a
image.
hotel when that happened, no one was at a hotel because everybody was at home. And
What
it was
was
Yeah.
you
like,
saying, CJH?
This greatest image ever that I just made.
You order room service all the time. No, if you get room
Is it the
service.
one? Is it
oh,
this
I
one
ordered
that I'm
it.
gonna post
I
up?
ordered it.
What is it? What the?
War
Oh my
Peace and
God.
Mr. Beast.
Oh my,
That's actually pretty funny.
oh my God.
Oh my goodness, CJH.
What's CGA's obsession with Mr. Beast?
He's the biggest YouTuber on the planet.
Oh, man.
So
He's
we're
a
gonna
beast.
cancel him to get the views. For
You know,
a
I just hate them.
thousand likes and dislikes for George.
I just hate though how like people are just like saying like this is a victory for the Snyder fandom. It's like, dude,
No, it's
this ain't
not.
it ain't no victory about like it's like they're grasping for straws at this point. It's like I'm waiting for one of these people at Snyder Con to ask Snyder like, what do you think of sells ZSJL to
Oh
Netflix?
God. You know what I think is going to happen is I think Zack Snyder's going to realize that he could make analog characters and just make a Justice League 2, but it's like a spiritual successor. Because I'm sure that would be a lot more popular than Rebel Moon, right? It's like, oh, this is
Nobody
Zack
gives
Snyder
a
creating his own DC universe, right?
Nobody is hype about Rebel Moon. Okay, nobody's talking
Yeah.
about it.
But I mean, think about it. Think about it, Aaron. I don't personally like Zack Snyder, but
Yeah,
like,
you do.
I think that might be the best way for the Snyder fans is like let him create his own universe then with superheroes, right? Like forget about Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. Just let him make his own characters that are like similar.
Yeah, it's a better. At least he can control his characters and go in the direction he wants to go with them. Unlike
Right.
the other characters he butchers.
I mean,
That's
he
what he
made a
made.
movie that used analog characters. Rorschach was based on The Question. The Comedian was based on Peacemaker. So
The
do that?
boys is like that.
Yeah, make your own characters, right?
Yeah.
Come up with they could still be kind of like Batman and Superman, right? But you could put his own spin on it, and he's not beholden to what came before.
To a point where they don't sue him.
Obviously, I mean that's why I say analog, and you change it up, and they do that all the time in comics.
These Snyder fans like, oh, they can sell it to Netflix. You know, has to sign off on that, right?
Yeah, James Gunn has to.
Zawa.
And Safran, and eventually Zazoff, right? Zazoff has to make the final decision, right? Because it's his company. Like they don't think. They're not stupid. They're not intelligent.
But why not promote this, right? Like if you really only like his version of Batman, let him make his own Batman then. Like it's just not going to be called Batman. Like I've never seen any of these Snyder fans even
It's called
talk about
Ratman.
something. Well, it doesn't need to be called
Batman.
He can come up with. Personally, I would be interested in that if he did something, like that, right? So, I mean, all these Snyder fans always talk about like they want it, and it seems like they don't care that much of what was in the comics anyway. They just want to see Zack Snyder's vision. What are you doing? What are you doing? Make your analog Justice League movie. Like, come on.
Batman.
Man, Fat Man. He could call whatever he wants.
Batman. Ratman and what's good with name for Superman? A different name for Superman and analog Superman. Batman.
It feels so weird.
Duperman.
Duperman.
It feels so weird tonight. The fact that there's no Last of Us episode.
It does feel weird.
You're right.
Because I've gotten so used to watching Last of Us on Sundays.
Right.
So, where's the prequel show? The Before Us.
The Before Us. Oh my! I was telling you guys that might happen.
What? I made that up.
Not the Before Us. That's just a joke. But like Neil Druckmann did say that he was toying around with the idea of a prequel game. So maybe they might do something like that for the show, or maybe we might get that game still. I don't know. We'll
Would it
have
be
to
like
see.
with like new characters? Like,
No, it would be with Anna, which is Ellie's mom.
oh,
The mother,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that'd
they
be
still
pretty
could do
cool.
a prequel. Sorry to cut you off, but yeah, they could still do a prequel.
That'd be pretty
First of
interesting.
all, it's Vortex Adam and Eve.
Um,
That's funny. I get the joke. It's a good
CJ,
joke.
did you follow Last of Us?
No.
Nope. I'm sure if there were aliens in it, you'd be following it.
No.
No. Oh. You know, my supervisor, because he didn't play the.
Yes.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna.
So my supervisor, I don't know if he's watching this, but like I gotta tell you, my supervisor told me, like, cause he watched The Last of Us, he didn't play the game, so like he was enjoying it. The last episode happens, he comes in like annoyed, like saying he hated the ending.
Well, I'm not surprised. That was everybody when the first game came out.
See, like I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna happen, even though I didn't complete the game. I'm starting a new game so I can savor it. I was actually playing it before I came on stream.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
got to the part where Tess died.
Tess dies. Oh my god.
I got back. I was getting some food.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
it's all good.
Yeah.
We were talking about how weird it is that there's no Last of Us episode tonight.
No, right. I was like, oh shit. I was like, it's 9 o'clock. I literally went back to my TV to turn it on. I was like, wait, what the hell am I doing? There's nothing coming on.
It just feels so weird because I got so used to watching it like every Sunday.
Yeah, we gotta wait till a whole year for the next season, which is just I'm playing the Last of Us
I
game.
might have to wait 2 years.
Oh, how are you enjoying it?
I don't want to wait no damn 2 years for that.
Yeah, 2 years.
God. I had to wait 2 years for Invincible to come out, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait till fall. I was like,
Well, technically, they could release it next year if they start like, filming now, right?
It's gonna be too early, and
Yeah.
they're gonna split the second game in 2 parts. So it's gonna be
HBO
2
HBO does that sometimes. They do their seasons. But they sometimes do that. Succession
Well, it's-
was canceled.
Yeah,
They
but
they filmed-
Succession, I think they shot it back to back, and it's like
Yeah.
significantly cheaper.
high quality shows.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones did it at first, but for the last season, they took a year off.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I want to touch upon I want to go back because I know you were talking about the whole these Snyder fans, so they belazed everything. Well, would it be funny because I think I said this before, like what if they on Snyder Con they say
You okay, CJ?
Damn.
Don't choke on stream for us, please.
Oh, my mic was on.
Oh.
Okay, well, imagine
you're live.
imagine in Snyder Con they'll be like, okay, Warner Brothers Pictures presents a Zack Snyder directed movie, a Zack Snyder film, and then we give you the Jetsons. Come on,
Right.
imagine all these Snyder fans will come up. They'd be like, we got a new
What
movie
Jetsons?
coming out.
It'll be the
And
greatest
then-
movie.
Oh yeah, Zack Snyder's The Jetsons coming out 2024. Do you see them raving that, or do I can see
they'll
them?
waive it.
I can see them make a whole fight in there.
You're gonna say it's gonna be the greatest movie of 2024. That's what they're gonna
Yeah,
say.
they'll think because they'll think they'll watch they've watched the Jetsons, like they know everything about the Jetsons.
You've probably never seen the Jetsons.
Hey, George Jetson.
It's gonna you're gonna have Henry Cavill as George Jetson.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a darker.
Oh my God.
Ray
George
Fisher's gonna play
Jetson.
Ray Fisher's gonna play one of the robots and whatever.
But Blue Jay, what would you think if Zack Snyder? Because this was one of my ideas. If Zack Snyder just makes his own version of the Justice League and just continues the Snyderverse, but it's not Batman and Superman. It's sort of like
that's a great idea. Make your own characters. Make your own characters and stuff. So that would be the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse is that's the DCEU. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
it's the
do you mean by
DCEU.
Snyderverse? You mean like some movies directed by Zack Snyder, or you're talking about like the whole
Oh, you want
universe?
It's
you
the
want
other
to
thing
talk
that
about
annoys
this?
me.
You want to talk about
This
this
whole
moron?
This whole
Mhm.
this other thing, like Ray Fisher continuing to point the finger at people that are no longer there. Like it's like, good lord, we get
Are
it.
you Optimus Prime now?
He's always been
Autobots
Optimus
transform and
Prime.
roll out.
No, man.
Oh my
It's
Yeah,
god.
you're getting a
yeah.
little bit staticky.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Like Snyder hacked your mic.
Maybe Zack Snyder should make a movie based on this comic.
Let me see what you got.
Maybe Zack Snyder should make a movie based on Ray Fisher.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The real
The Ray Fisher biopic, directed by Zack Snyder.
Oh my god, what biopic would that be?
This basically parodies the Avengers movie by Joss Whedon.
Oh, so they're done acting.
By
Time to
Image
get
Comics.
Oh wow.
Oh, so I want to head out, guys. That's all. I'm just gonna eat my
All right, Blue
food.
Jay.
But
Right.
you know,
Yeah, Blue Jay. You want to put your channel in the private?
yeah. Real quick.
And just tell them where you can find you as well.
There we go. Oh,
I want Vortex to
doing it from a
direct a
different
DC
tab.
movie.
Oh
Yeah.
god, Vortex.
We need to bring on Vortex on a stream.
I know. Vortex doesn't want to.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't want to. I know Vortex, but it'd be hilarious. Oh,
Yeah, it would be.
Well, I mean,
pretty
I know
funny.
with like DC movies, I know James Gunn's going to be directing. James Mangold seems like he has an interest in Swamp Thing, so it's like they still got talented directors,
Right.
and they're going to probably find talented directors.
And Drew Goddard, I want to see what Drew Goddard can do.
Michael Bay in DC.
Oh no, man! Actually, you know what? You know what? I actually might accept that. I know some people hate Michael Bay, but recently, Michael Bay has been kind of making some interesting stuff. Like Ambulance was pretty cool.
I
It's
like
not
Ambulance.
nothing. Yeah, it's nothing like groundbreaking, but it's like Michael Bay. If he has a good script and he's not like egomaniac, I think he can make a like.
I think that's
He's-
to me. That's his best movie.
Make him
Yeah.
have a-
Why I
Make him
liked
do-
what was that movie with damn who was in that he's Mr. Fantastic, what's his name?
Miles
Doctor
Teller?
Strange. No, in Doctor Strange.
Iowan Griffith.
No, he was
John Krasinski.
John's yeah. And
Oh,
he was in
13 hours.
13 hours. That was a movie. I like that movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm like I said, Michael Bay is kind of like you have to pick and choose. Like I hate the Transformer movies. I don't know what he was thinking with that.
Oh, I think besides the Transformer movies, he has some pretty good. I mean, and maybe the Turtle movies. He has good. He has made a lot of good movies. The Rock is like.
Yeah,
It needs to be like a
I love The Rock.
standalone movie and just
Yeah.
let him do his own
Well,
thing.
he has good ideas because I watched The Island with Ian McGregor and Scarlett Johansson. That was pretty underrated. I thought that was an underrated movie. That came out like a year before he did Transformers.
Right. Shit. Oh, man.
I mean, he did Bad Boys 1 and 2, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Good movies.
Which Bad Boys was, I would say Bad Boys was, that was obviously his first movie. But then the second movie, he was like going in on more of his Bayism because a lot of these crazy jokes and all that stuff, which I like Bad Boys too.
Yeah, I'm just like throwing out ideas, but Michael Bay would be interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it has to be like a certain character. Like
It would have to be standalone. It would have to be don't do what you did with Transformer and Ninja Turtles. Like just make your own action movie, and it just so happens to star a superhero.
That probably won't work in DC unless it's an
don't have
Elseworld movie.
Well, the thing is, I think James Gunn should be smart about the movies because you don't necessarily need to have every single character connect. That's the problem with the MCU right now. We love the MCU when they were doing that, but when you have, all these TV shows and movies, it's like it's too much.
It's too
right?
confusing.
which
Like,
which I'm telling you because that's also the problem with Mando. Like with Mando with season 3, which it's not a problem with me because I've seen Boba Fett, but
you know the problem is?
when you have Boba Fett like we have the show about Boba Fett, and then it's
Right.
not about Boba Fett. Most of it is basically Mando season 2.5.
CGH.
You have Mando coming in, and then an episode about him, like 2 episodes about him, and then you
Right.
have him and Grogu reunite. I was like, not many people have the time to watch different Star Wars shows to know what the hell is going on. You
Right.
know,
I was gonna. I haven't brought this up on any stream yet, but I just thought of it today. Maybe they should have had Avengers movie earlier than
No.
later on.
I
they
think
don't have to
I
do the
agree.
multiverse.
I agree with that.
Maybe something else. Yeah, like it doesn't have to be like an actual Avengers movie, but maybe like a
Mm.
team up movie or something.
like
Maybe
a team up movie, but with a
Yeah.
lot smaller scale than the others.
Yeah, or something like that. Either that or Avengers movie or a smaller scale team up movie. Maybe they should have
Right.
done that. Maybe that should have been out now instead of waiting to 2025. That's official for Kang Dynasty, but it looks like it doesn't look very promising. That's going to come out that year. Maybe it got moved back. So maybe
Right.
they should have done something in between 2021 and that. Even though I know the pandemic
Yeah.
really did hurt Marvel, 2020 really hurt Marvel a lot.
Yeah,
CGH
Sideways
sharing
makes a good point.
His collection.
Yeah, it was. He's like going in and
See,
pulling out the long
CGH are
boxes.
some-
Oh my god!
those reprints or like first editions? Okay. All right. What were you saying? SCJ is showing his.
Oh, he's got the
collection.
Avengers versus X-Men.
Oh, not.
But yeah,
What was
I
it?
was saying, I think, people rag on directors. I rag on directors, but they have their strengths, right? So
Yeah.
it's like the same thing was Zack Snyder. Play to your strengths, right? Like if you aren't good at
What,
it,
slow motion?
well, not slow motion. Someone needs to cut him back on that. He can make good slow motion scenes, but just don't do it all the time. But get people who have an interest in other genres, and you just tell them, hey, listen, even though it's a superhero story, you don't have to make it like a Marvel movie. Just make it like a normal movie, and it just so happens the characters are superheroes. It's not that hard. I don't understand. It's like you can make a Western with a superhero, right? Like,
Yes, you can. Yes.
yeah, like you
There's
don't.
genres with a superhero genre themselves.
I mean, I know we maybe wouldn't be interested, but you can make a rom-com with a superhero,
Yes.
right? So
That's why I feel like. That's why I feel like. I feel like Deadpool and Wolverine it's kind of be like a buddy cop kind of movie. They're not cops,
Right.
but I feel like that's what they're gonna be like. They're gonna be traveling.
like
they're gonna
go in and just look at movies
Wolverine-
and see like what you
yeah,
can
look.
mix with the superhero.
Look, Wolverine has been a bunch of X-Men movies, right? There's some comedy in
Right.
there, but specifically his movies himself are not comedy, right? But he's entering Deadpool 3. He's gonna be in a lot of there's gonna be a lot of funny comedy in that movie.
Right.
Like it's not you're right. You experiment with the genre within the genre because we read comic books. There's all kinds of genres within the superhero genre.
Right.
Like you said, westerns, magic, space, whatever. It's all fantasy. It's all kind of stuff.
Yeah, when was the last time we got just like a hard sci-fi
Yeah.
movie, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a superhero
And yeah,
movie.
I am worried about like Jeff Loveness and the whole King Dynasty thing as well. The fact that he's like doubled down on some of his choices and comments.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, like right now, I am kind of concerned about Marvel.
Right, yeah. I think we're all concerned about Marvel because we do love Marvel, right? Like, but we're not like crazy fans who just will accept
Man, we don't
anything,
even know
right?
what's-
So
we don't
We're
I
not
even
think
know
sinister
it's fair.
stands.
We don't even
Right.
know when Secret Invasion's coming out. Like, we all say May, but like, shouldn't they say a date already? Are they waiting for Mando to end first? And then they're gonna say, or they're gonna? I don't know.
Oh man, that's still nice. Blue Jay, are you doing any like movie reviews on your channel like anytime soon? If you're still there,
He's there.
let's see, because I see like he's got reviews for Avatar and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Right.
It's not that the multiverse.
I'm not sure if
thing
he's
is-
there though.
The multiverse, it's just
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, peace, Blue Jay.
it's a character.
Yeah, see you,
Take
bro.
care, Dale.
Neil, bro.
Neil,
Neil, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to have that. Yeah, I did. I
No,
did.
man.
I bring the comedy to
All right.
No.
the streams.
See ya.
Peace.
Take care, Blue Jay.
Oh.
And yeah, go subscribe to Blue Jay. He's got a couple reviews on his channel. Yeah, the multiverse. The thing is, I feel like the multiverse is something they should have done to do soft reboot down the road.
Blocking
Eventually, you're going to need new
faces.
versions. Because at a certain point, you're going to need new versions of Iron Man, Steve Rogers.
I think Galactus is coming from the Fox universe.
Yeah, that's the Cloud.
No, he's actually in the cloud if you watch the scene, but they didn't have the budget to show
Oh, they
Galactus,
didn't-
so
Didn't have the budget.
because they used up all the budget on Silver Surfer and Dusk Glory.
It's not that we don't expect. We just want better movies and stories.
And most of the new characters are not clicking.
Well, here's
I mean-
here's my like rebuttal to that, right? Is that we expect too much. Who are the people who are watching these movies? Who are the people who are watching at day one?
Us.
Exactly. So yeah, like wouldn't that make sense business wise that you cater to the people who are going to line up day one? Why do you think Ant-Man 3 opened 100 plus? It's because of fans.
100 million plus,
And then
it's
it
not even,
dropped
and
like
they're
a
not even
rock.
going to make 500 million. That's not
And
good.
then word of mouth gets
but
the average moviegoers.
But
to
think
go.
about it,
Yeah.
right? That opening weekend, they touted the opening weekend, and then it dropped like a rock, right? And
Yeah.
and I always think that sort of excuse, you can say that about any art form, right? But it's like I understand that there are people who don't care, right? They're not in the arts, they don't care about the industry, right? But as people who do care, right? Like if movies went away, we would be upset, right? So
You know
we're trying to
what?
say, hey, why don't you make it better? And they do
You know what?
listen.
Here's
So-
the thing. Here's the thing, Blind Bro. The you know, we say there's superhero or Marvel fatigue. It's not the hardcore fans that are fatigued. It's the general fans that are fatigued.
Yeah, the
That's why they're suffering.
right. Like, you know, it's. I understand there are fans that will just eat up everything, but those are.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a lot of people. Some people get tired. Some people get bored. And
That's
as
a
Blue
small-
Jay was
that's
saying,
that's a small fan base usually.
right? As Blue Jay was saying, like it is annoying when you have people on Twitter telling you, you know, I see it as contrarian, right? Like, oh, you don't like it, right? But it's amazing anyway. And it's like, let people air out their criticism.
You know what?
Criticism is not bad. You learn
You
from
know which
criticism.
genre is
You grow
making a
from it.
comeback? It's horror.
Yeah, horror is
Yeah.
doing extremely well.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
still haven't even had a true horror a horror superhero movie. Doctor Strange wasn't really a true horror movie.
I mean,
It had
Spawn might
horror
be it.
elements.
My Spawn might be it, but if they ever make it.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
it. But like, the thing is, it's like when I do my reviews, it's like I will say I enjoy this, but like I
Blade?
have a problem with this or like that. It's like you can't
right.
just say everything's like perfect. Like
Right.
Could Blade be the
there's
horror
no such
movie?
thing as a perfect movie.
No, and you know what? This is another thing that I like to say is that art has to be flawed. That's why we connect
Yeah.
to it, right? There's no such thing as a perfect movie because we're all flawed. We can't make something that's imperfect.
Hey, Morbius is a perfect movie.
Oh god.
Oh, gosh, I mean,
but
like,
yeah.
you know, I'm gonna use a movie because like we always talk about superhero movies. I'm gonna talk about, let's say, the Empire Strikes Back. Everyone loves Empire Strikes Back. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. The best fourth
George
made.
sounds like he's going in super speed.
Okay, I'll slow it down. Empire Strikes Back. Like everyone,
No, he's like, wow.
but,
Like,
but the
he's
thing
like
is,
the
not
Flash.
everyone thinks Empire
Are you streaming
Strikes
it?
Back is a perfect movie. So like,
Yeah.
not everyone's gonna agree Empire Strikes Back is one of the greatest movies ever or a perfect movie.
Right.
Like, people will find problems with that movie. Same thing with even The Godfather. You think everyone loves The Godfather? I love
Right.
The Godfather. One of my top 3 favorite movies of all time, but not everyone's gonna think that way.
Right. We should, in my opinion, you should promote when something is good and you explain why it's good and why it works.
No,
And if
no-
something doesn't work, you explain why it doesn't work.
no
you can't
movie
just say
is
it's bad.
unanimous. Okay, there's no
Right.
movie is unanimous. Like Really?
I mean, yeah, like people accuse. There are people who think Martin Scorsese is formulaic and does like the same movie
Yeah.
at times. So like even
He does. He does. It's, yeah.
like falls into that trap. Like every director or franchise falls into that trap of being cookie cutter.
A lot of directors do.
Predictable.
Spielberg had that for a while. Then he changed. Then he changed it up. But yeah, I mean, Sam Raimi was known as a horror director for a little bit. Then he changed it up with the
Right.
Spider-Man, his others with the Xena, Hercules, all that stuff. A lot of James Wan at one point was known as the horror guy too, but he did Fast, and then he did Aquaman, and did some other stuff like. David Sandberg, wasn't he a horror guy before he did?
Yeah, he was.
Shazam?
Yeah.
And you know me, oh man, this is why I say like, oh, what happened to CJH? I guess
I
we'll
don't
come
know.
back. But yeah, like
I
I
gotta
just because I said I had no interest in Shazam, but yet I've been promoting and saying how you guys should go and subscribe to David F. Sandberg's YouTube channel. This guy
Yes.
is on YouTube giving pointers about filmmaking. He's very active online, and it's like just because I said, oh, I don't really want to watch his movie, like, but I still like him as a director. Like I say, like, oh my god, it blows my mind.
Yeah, I
man.
joke with Blind all the time to go see the movie.
It's oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's like,
Everybody's telling you it's a good movie in the chat.
I'll go watch it. Yeah, like, I didn't even see. There's certain superhero movies I haven't seen. Right.
You-
I
I
mean,
know
most
you
of
like
them
it
are
better,
the
Black
terrible
Adam.
ones. Yeah, but I seen Black Adam, right? So it's like, but I didn't see Morbius. I didn't see Dark Phoenix.
and you shouldn't have
I didn't see New Mutant. Yeah, I don't necessarily just because I'm a fan of superheroes doesn't mean I have to go out and watch everything. Do I buy every single comic that comes out every week? No.
I don't buy it anymore.
Who does? Who does that? Right? Like I don't understand that this fan mentality that I see on Twitter or in these communities. It doesn't make sense.
subscribe to CGH if you haven't already. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just like the thing is like everyone's got different opinions, and you can't expect everyone to like the same thing.
Right.
Like, believe it or not, there are people out there who think Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is the best Indiana Jones movie. Not when a lot of people think it's either Raiders. For me, Last Crusade's my favorite. Like everyone's got different opinions.
Oh,
Like, not everyone's-
my favorite is Crystal Skull. I'm kidding.
No man.
Like,
But like
not everyone's gonna
Everybody.
I didn't hate Crystal Skull. It's not bad. It's like
I didn't hate it either. I think maybe I was too young to really hate it because I just it was Indiana Jones. I like
you
it.
know what I think what really hurt that movie? It wasn't Harrison Ford himself. People did not like Shia LaBeouf's character.
I think there was that. I don't even think he's all that bad in the movie. He's just whatever.
But I think he's the reason people pick on for hating that movie.
Right.
Or there were other problems with that movie, like the aliens, the monkeys.
Oh, Clay Blanchett, like that's such a
the
generic villain.
The French nuke.
Yeah, the French nuke. It's really the story I think people have problems with. Just how ridiculous it is.
What we go from Judaism to Hinduism to Christianity. Now we go to aliens.
Oh man.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
think
fifth
this-
one going to be?
I think this is going to be the lineup probably for the next Avengers movie.
I don't think T'Challa is going to be it.
Oh,
He's too young.
I
Unless
think
it's a
T'Challa.
multiverse version.
And then, it's probably
Yeah,
going to be Shuri for that one. Yeah, we definitely need a new Avengers film before Kang Dynasty.
They're not.
Like, they're just rushing everything at this point.
Yep, man.
You know,
I don't know if Doctor Strange is actually going to be in a. I mean, he'll be in a movie, but is he really an Avenger?
I think he's gonna be in
Nah.
the movie.
Yeah, he's going to be in a movie.
No, some heroes are going to be like Infinity War. They're not going to be really Avengers. They're just going to be in the movie to play a role. Like that's basically how it's going to probably play out for them.
I mean, Black Panther was not really. T'Challa was not really an Avenger either. He allied with them, but he wasn't really an Avenger.
Like
never a
Spider-Man was like
member.
given a half-ass like Avenger promotion in this.
Spider-Man rejected it.
But remember in like Infinity War, Tony Stark's like, whoop, whoop, you're an Avenger now.
Yeah. Remember
So that's not even
in his movie,
a real
he rejected. Remember,
initiation.
he rejected becoming an Avenger.
Yeah.
Right.
But like even Marvel, not everyone will think Infinity War or Winter Soldier are the best Marvel movies or their favorite Marvel movie. It's always going to be about opinion.
Yeah.
But again, what matters is, do you respect other people's opinions? That's the problem. People
Yes.
on the internet don't respect it. Other people's opinion.
Just learn to agree to disagree. You know what I mean? The three of us here, we don't all always agree on things, but yet we continue to talk to each other. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just it's just so weird. I don't understand it. Not everybody can understand the concept, but it's like more people should learn to. Okay, like oh my
we
god.
were talking about like Zack Snyder movies before. Like I still like a lot of Zack Snyder's movies. That doesn't mean I'm gonna force it on anyone else. That's what annoys me about some of his fans. Like
and here's the thing about the Avengers. This one guy said, "Oh, you're an Avenger now." I think in the Justice League, don't they like take a vote if you want to join?
Yeah, they gotta take a vote. Like it's not like
the Avengers. You're automatically an Avenger. In the Justice League, they go like this, right?
Like that Justice League episode where they thought Superman died.
Yeah.
And they were talking about
Lobo, that was hilarious.
They were having like a meeting about who was going to be the replacement.
Yeah. Remember Lobo? Remember who tried to, he's like, I'm here to replace Superman. And like, that was hilarious.
But yeah, like, again, like, I love Spider-Man No Way Home. Not everyone loves that movie, though. So at the end of the day, it's all about opinions, respecting people's opinions. And that's kind of the problem with this community at times. Not us, but I'm talking about people in this community just in general.
Right.
But I'm probably going to end it here. We are past the 2-hour mark. Blind Braille, Aaron, if you want to put your channels in the private chat,
sure.
I'll link it. Or I think you two are mods, so you can also put
mods,
it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find you and what you guys have coming up.
Nothing. Well, nothing really. Well, yeah. I have nothing really up now, but I will have something in the future, maybe for Wednesday, or for episode 7. Let's talk pop.
Nice.
But that's nothing really in the next few days.
Right. I know you had a Last of Us stream earlier today. You got anything else coming up?
Yeah. So next week, I'm actually going to do a Rocky and Creed stream because I've been trying to get through all these movies and watch them, and I have a lot of things to say on those movies. So I'm probably going to do like a ranking stream, and usually I tend to like fix things and like talk about ideas for a sequel. So that's probably what this stream is going to be about. Also, I might be planning potentially some videos, but that's more like Cyberpunk, Blade Runner, because I want to talk about the upcoming Blade Runner show because that might be very interesting.
Nice. So here's a Blind Braille's channel. Go check him out.
Yeah, check it out if you're interested.
Subscribe to him if you haven't already. I know he recently hit the over 100 subscriber mark.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And subscribe to Aaron if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
I've been streaming with Aaron probably the longest out of anyone else on YouTube.
That is very true. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am starting a sports show on my sports channel. Actually, I'll put that if anybody's into sports. I am going to do a sports show. I don't know when it's going to debut. I don't know what day it's going to, but I'm planning on it. So if you guys into sports, subscribe. Come on, Blind Bear. I know you're into sports.
I know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get
at least
me
a few
into
people in
sports.
this community that are into sports. So here's the sports channel.
I think
go check that out. And
is that
any bet?
Let me click and make sure it's a sports channel.
Okay. And while you're doing that, so obviously you can find me here. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you, Blinded, Aaron, CJH, Senior Nerd, and Neil Breen, also known as Blue for coming on. And as for me, I don't know if I have any streams planned for this week. Nothing basketball related, as far as I know, because I'm waiting for playoffs. John Wick Chapter 4 is coming out this weekend, so I'll probably review that. And
Because
hopefully
I gotta join you for that stream.
Yeah,
Playoff
yeah.
one.
Once we get closer to the playoffs, I'll try to do that
Yeah.
stream. If anything big happens in movie talk, I'll probably do a stream about it. I do want to review
Right.
the way back, like I said before, in Man of Steel. So when I have some free time, I'll be reviewing that. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And hope to see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.